And
I
we
wish I was back home to have black on and Brooklyn hat and all that stuff just for today
are
to
you
represent.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna say, are you home? Not home. What's good, YouTube chat? If you can see me, eyes in the chat. If you're tuned in live, let me see those eyeballs. We got a special show today for you guys. We got Dell versus Low versus the viewers. Eventually, you guys are gonna get your chance up here to come debate Dell as promised. We're gonna let Dell and Low go at it for however long they can go at it for. Then we're gonna.
Wait, did everybody own Just Freeze or just mine?
Nah, I think you're the only one. We're chilling over here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I can see everything.
Yeah, we're good over
What
here.
the hell just happened?
As
Man,
you
they
can,
better not do this today.
as you can see, I already explained this in the Discord. But if you did not see this in the Discord, we had so many super chats last episode. I was like, okay, if it's anything like last episode, it's going to be crazy. So I don't want to neglect anyone's super chats. So here's how you see on the screen right now. This is how we're doing super chats today. All super chats will be displayed. We just won't address every single one of them today. Those are the rules. You see them. Hopefully you can read. And we should be good. If you have any questions, ask the chat. The chat will answer them for you. All right. Without further ado, Lo, I believe that you have some beef with Dell, so you can start us off.
I'm happy Dell is ready for this, man, because I was told, and I think the world was told, and and I'm happy Dub is here too. I'm happy everybody's here who is a KD Avenger. You know, y'all KD Avengers. I'm happy y'all here. I was told Kevin Durant not only is the best player in the league, but the reason why is because you can't stop him. He's unstoppable. You can't literally he can score in bunches. He can do anything he wants. That's what I was told.
Right.
I need an explanation because I'm watching Kevin Durant get locked up to the tune of turning the ball over 6 times a game. He can't find a shot. He can't make it. He can't go left. Crazy. The most skilled player ever can't go left. That's He can't blow by Al Horford.
Wait. JD, could you write some of these stuff down? Because I'm not going to remember it because I want to nitpick all of them one by one. So he said, can't go left, can't get by Al Horford.
Can't go by Al Horford.
Best player in the world, can't make his shots. Something else.
Six turnovers.
6 turnovers, right. Which I agree with you there. That's nasty. I agree with you there. All right, continue.
But he's supposed to be a better playmaker than Giannis.
Okay, right. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I want to hear. Those are just my
okay. I'll start with the last. I'll start with the first one for everybody. I'm gonna try to talk low and whatever the case may be. No pun intended. So listen. You say Kevin Durant is not the best player based on these 2 games.
No, I've been saying it.
No, right. But now you're using these 2 games. This is why. But you've been saying it. That I agree with you. So one thing I have to say is I'll address the can't go left thing because Kevin Durant hasn't been successful in going left against the Boston defense, how it's set up to do so. You know basketball, I would say. Why would you just assume in your brain that it's something that he cannot do? Which is you say he can't do it because he hasn't been successful with these 2 games. So if he wakes up tomorrow morning and has 45 points and then can go left, right, against this exact same team, is it in a matter of him taking time and figuring out how they're playing him? I think Kevin Durant is forcing the issue too much. This is why he's averaging 6 turnovers. For you to be a person that understands basketball and everything you're doing, this is so blasphemy to many people on how they're hating on Kevin Durant right now. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because he's never been in a rut, really. Like, he's never really been in such a OD astronomical rut, and everybody just don't want to say. Me personally, be like, yo, bro, 6 turnovers, averaging 6 turnovers is ridiculous. Just calm down. But the fact that you're the world, he's not the best player, he's not a better playmaker than Giannis because he's averaging 6 turnovers against a great team defense, him forcing the issues. And another thing, some turnovers is just him being careless. His carelessness, something like second half of the last game, like 2 or 3, is him one dribble off the foot. Oh, now he can't go left because of what? So he forgot his something he's been doing his whole career, been dominating in a fashion his whole career. 2 games make you send a tweet out to JD to say, yo, let me get Dell on the show because the most skilled player cannot go left. It's not like you're saying he's having a hard time. For you to use the word can't, being from someone that quote unquote know basketball, that's why I said, JD, he has to like come explain this to me. I've been having debates and conversation about Kevin Durant these last 2 games. And if you came on and be like, yo, Dell, your man sucking it. 1, I would agree. Hey, your man is can't make a shot. Yeah. 2, I agree. Your man 6 turnovers. 3, I agree. But for you to say like, oh, he can't be the best player in the world to anyone because of these last 2 games, that's blasphemous, Lo. Like I have so much stuff to say to the people that's just so like going crazy. So what happens if the Brooklyn Nets, right? Just so this it wins 4 games straight. Because if they lose tomorrow, I'm still saying Brooklyn in 7. And if they lose in a sweep, I'm still saying next year I'm taking them as my favorite. Everyone's coming back. Because no matter what happens in terms of playing basketball, he would still be the best player to me. 100%. So I'm going to get that out there first.
That doesn't make any sense. Well, let me also say this. I had the Celtics in 7. So I think we both agree that we originally thought that this was going to be a close series anyway.
No, not me. I had Brooklyn in 5 actually.
Oh,
I had Brooklyn in 5.
Utterly wrong. So you're just utterly wrong. Okay.
No, not utterly wrong. I had Brooklyn in 5 games. Game 1, the
they
Brooklyn
lost
Nets,
2.
Bro, but I'm wrong now. But I'm gonna game 1. They lost ridiculously. A buzzer beater. KD ball watching. That's
okay. KD ball watching. Oh, okay.
Bro, I'm not like I watch basketball. For you to say is no sense for me to say he can't be the best player in the world if he loses. Like I'll never agree with that because you've been on the show before. If you watch the show, I rarely bring up rings. I rarely bring up all of this stuff. So him playing bad, right? Him losing for whatever, his basketball game to me doesn't change. The way he plays basketball to me does not change.
But that's the problem I'm having right now because they're losing because of his lack of basketball. Regardless, his production right now in terms of basketball is why they're losing. 6 turnovers. Yeah, you're saying that they've been careless. Some of them are careless, but majority of them are them taking advantage of either A, his left hand, or B, they're streaking the floor and forcing him to be
No. You see, it's not a force. I think he's forcing the pass, not them forcing him. That's one. And two, what do you mean? We're watching the same basketball game. How are you gonna tell me about a player that averaged 30.7 rebounds and 6 assists that they're forcing him to be a passer? It's him making careless passes. To force something is like something he doesn't want to do. He's a willing passer. So you're not forcing a willing passer to pass the basketball.
I would go as far as to say out of the 12 turnovers he has right now, 8 of them, he wasn't trying to pass. They just took it out of his hands. 8 of them.
Those are careless. It's one where Al Horford stripped him. That's a careless turnover. One is charge. I remember the game. So you said it's a force him trying to pass the ball. He's a willing passer. You're not going to force Kevin Durant to try to force pass to someone doubling and they're like doing all of this, still looking for the shot. He's not that. He's a willing passer. You can't force a willing passer to pass the basketball. You just can't. They're not saying, oh, let's try to make him pass because he wants to jack up shots. That's never been him.
Well, you
say the going left thing. When he's driving left, right? Like 3 players is there waiting for him. They're not forcing him left. No, giving Kevin Durant an angle like let's push him left. Everyone is playing him straight up and playing him straight up. Then he gets to a spot.
That's not true.
Listen,
they're crossed over him straight up. They're not playing him straight up though.
Listen, he crossed over Al Horford, right? Boom, one dribble to the left, lost the basketball. Jason Tatum is pushing him, guarding him straight up, bodying him up. Weak side help is coming to double off of 1 or 2 dribbles. It's literally like a matchup 3-2 zone. Literally.
Yeah,
literally.
But they are making him going left though. They're playing him to go left. If you watch, they're playing him to go left.
Oh, I have to see that. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
They're playing him to go left.
And then you said other stuff just now.
Okay, go ahead.
You said other things just now I didn't agree with. You say, oh yeah, they're losing 100% because of Kevin Durant is playing bad. 100%. But me looking at him playing bad is not the criteria of me looking at Kevin Durant greatness and what he has done. You see what I'm saying? It's like, so you're looking at those two games, like these two games, you'll say Kyrie Irving has played better than him these two games. You're not still sitting here and saying Kyrie Irving is a better player than Kevin Durant. Are you?
In game one, he was a better player than Kevin Durant.
No.
You're talking about in totality.
In totality, this two series. No. This series so far, Kyrie Irving is playing better than Kevin Durant.
Yes.
Bruce Brown, because of game two, Bruce Brown is playing better than Kevin Durant. No one is going to sit here and say those two players are better than Kevin Durant, because when you build up a resume this is why everybody's going so crazy. When you build up something, the buildup is who that player is more so times than none. Of course, he's stinking it right now. I don't have no argument. I don't know what the hell is going on. He's stinking it right now. But I'm not sitting here and I'm saying, oh, because KD stinking these two games, he's not the best player. That's just not me. He's playing terrible. So me believing in someone thinking that they're not going to play this way and he's playing bad, that doesn't change the notion of every skill I believe he has and how he play basketball. He's still got those skills, no matter how bad these two games has been.
Well, let me say this. To the people out there who may be new to this, I've been saying Kevin Durant is not the best basketball. Yes. I'm not. This is not me saying this solely because of the two games. The two games is just highlighting the concerns that I've had about Kevin Durant. And
I've never heard you say about Kevin Durant going left. I've never really heard you arguing about Kevin Durant as a scorer or being able to score on anyone. The fact that the Boston Celtics
the scoring. He some of the shots he's missing because these are just bad, like poor shots.
And this is the thing with everyone now. KD was alone last year. He proved himself. He did what he did. He his numbers, and they still lost to the Milwaukee Bucks. People harped on that and looked at KD in the way like, oh, whatever, close the game, whatever, you go 0-6, boom. The difference is this season, right? It was one-on-one in terms of PJ Tucker bullying him and fouling him, doing all this stuff. Right now, KD is playing in the defense like a 1 versus 5 in terms. As soon as he's not on the ball, everyone's playing like PJ Tucker.
I agree.
Everyone. Every player is playing like PJ Tucker. To me, it's like, bro, you got to figure it out. That's what I'm like, dog. You got to figure this out. Like
to the point. But I'll go a step further to the point where I'm actually kind of disappointed in Coach Bud, because it's like, bro, you have the personnel to do similar things than what they're doing right now in Boston, and like you just weren't doing that. And I don't know, maybe they just felt like KD gets his and we just shut everybody else down. And
that's what they thought. That's what PJ said in his interview.
Yeah, no.
And the other thing with I think I'm saying KD kind of brought this on himself, to be honest.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you this. Why? When the Nets played the Dallas Mavericks with Jason Kidd did this for the whole game. KD goes to the media and say all these stuff. It sounded good, but it to me it's like he was frustrated with what J Kidd and them did. So in the playoffs, they took the makeup and let's double him, trap him, let's play him hard all game.
But let's
put that out there. But I don't think that's what's wrong with saying that. No,
but no, what you're saying is right. I get that. But
that's all I'm saying.
But
when he said he brought it on himself,
if he slightly, but it's also people like you who also amp up Kevin Durant and pedestalize him to this point where he's this like monster of a scoring god, and that he can do no wrong. But he's not though.
But this is the thing.
Here's another example why. Because even when it comes into lack of floor spacing, it's the reason why last time I was on this podcast, I said that I don't know if KD could play in the 2000s because it's not the same floor spacing. It's the same reason why he struggled in OKC, because when you sag off of non-shooters and you shrink the floor against Kevin Durant, this is the result back in 2016 in the last 3 or 4 games. It's the same result. It's the same thing. Kevin Durant struggling going left is something that Kobe Bryant originally stated. He grew as a player a little bit, and then it definitely wasn't something that you could take advantage when he's on the Warriors, and it's the most floor spacing that anybody could ever see. Now he's on a team where it doesn't exist. They added Andre Drummond on the roster, so that's even fewer floor spacers, and now they're going up against a defensive unit that's willing to shrink the floor, make him go left or prefer to him to go left, dig at him when he's going to the basket. Also, he's not as explosive as he once was either. Like, there's a lot of things that's going on.
Let me ask you a question. Is it more floor spacing this year or last year? And to your point, in 2016, only 4 out of those 7 games, or maybe only game 5 and 6, KD played bad against the Warriors when they came back.
I'm almost 100% sure in
game 7 he played well.
4, 5, and 6 he played horrible.
KD wasn't great the whole playoff run. He wasn't great that whole playoff run.
And that's another thing people don't want to admit. Kevin Durant was terrible that whole playoff run because even against the Mavericks, he was bad. He was bad.
I don't remember his series against Mavericks. I remember him against OKC, against the Warriors. Yeah. Game 5 and 6, game 6 second half are terrible. Then game 5 he played bad. Game 7 half.
In game 4,
I don't remember game 4. I can't speak on it.
In game 4, he shot 33%. Game 5, 38. Game 6, 32. He had 3 horrible games.
I knew 5 and 6. So 4 out of 7 games he played bad.
And then against the Mavericks, in games 2, he shot 21%. Game 3, he shot 44. 35%, went right back to 35%. And then I'll give him 48. But behind the arc in that series, he was horrible. He shot 25% from behind the arc that series. And if you go back to, if you watch it, especially the Warriors, the Mavericks might have been just a bad shooting. I don't vividly remember, but the Warriors, I vividly remember to the point where I've recently watched it. They were doing the same thing. It's very similar philosophies where they shrink the floor, and he doesn't operate well when you're shrinking the floor in him. It's the same thing. So it's not that I'm like bringing things up that isn't new. These are the same philosophies that people have been utilizing against Kevin Durant for years now. It's just that when you're on the Warriors, you can't utilize them because if I'm leaving somebody open, more than likely it's either an active cutter or a shooter. Like that's the difference.
But what you're saying to me is the basis of course, Kevin Durant with a cord with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson is going to look better as an offensive player. But that's you know what I'm saying? But Kevin Durant was the offensive player before he got to the Golden State Warriors. I'm not saying that. No, but people are bringing that up as a point like, of course, if I'm on the court with Klay and Steph, I'm a better offensive player. Dub, JD, Mars, who's probably never played basketball, and yourself. If you guys are on the floor with the Warriors, you're a better offensive player. So bring that up to me. Why would I argue that? But he was an offensive dynamo to me, to the world before he got with them. That's why when he got with them, people was like, oh my God.
I think the point is, you said, like, when you spoke about guys like Kobe as scorers, you said what makes them so great is you can't game plan against them. There's nothing that you can do to slow them down. But we're seeing now that KD, without Golden State and without the guys around him who take pressure off of him, you can game plan against them because he has clear weaknesses in his game and holes in his game that teams can exploit, especially in a playoff series like we're seeing now, and like we've seen in OKC.
And that's the only thing.
That's
the reason why I said that
game plan against
KD. But that's really truly that's the only thing. And I tell people all the time. I tell not only KD fans but LeBron fans, any fans, is that you all pedestalize players so outrageously high that you actually set them up for failure because you sit here and say that there's no such thing as a game plan that can ever stop Kevin Durant. That's what you said. That's literally what you said.
But I don't think it's harder to game plan against KD.
That's not what you didn't say. Harder. You did not say harder. You said there is not a game plan. That's what you said. You made a very holistic statement about Kevin Durant as a scorer and said there is not one, especially when I was bringing up the fact that I don't know if he could play in the 2000s due to the lack of floor space.
Which I don't agree with at all. Which I don't agree with.
But here we are again, where another example of lack of floor spacing and zone defense being able to contain Kevin Durant. And I'm not saying he's going to be this horrible for the entire series, but it would not surprise me at all if he continues to struggle the entire series.
But this is the thing. If it's a lose-lose for him, because if he comes out 4-0, nothing surprises me. You see how you're saying it
for you.
But that's my point, because no matter what you say, the game plan, I think Kevin Durant is playing bad right now because he's inside of his own head.
Man, that's crazy.
So you don't think Boston's defense is?
Of course, they're making it tough for them, the physicality and all that stuff. In terms of missing shots, getting some of those costly turnovers, I think that's more so on him. Kevin Durant. This is me personally. This is what I think.
There's a lot of shots in that game where Kevin Durant, those are easy, wide open.
And game one, he missed 3 wide open threes.
But it's not a lot.
It's not a lot. Can I ask you guys something? If KD goes on a tear, right, for these next 4 games and everything, would you guys still have the same stance about Kevin Durant?
They would. Let me explain to you why. because my argument to why Kevin Durant isn't the best player has always been that outside of scoring, he doesn't provide enough of anything else to justify him being over Giannis. That's always been a thing. So here again is another argument of mine. When Kevin Durant is playing this poorly defensively, especially in game one, he's not doing nothing. He's grabbing four rebounds a game.
Time out. I just have to cut you off. Other than the ball watching at the end of the game, Kevin Durant didn't have a bad defensive game. Jason Tatum was hitting tough buckets. Like KD was on him contested. He didn't have a bad defensive game at all. Other than ball watching.
I would argue.
And then game two, this is why the conversation when people try to bring up stuff. And then game two, the Brooklyn Nets defense, who people hated and say they play defense, it's not the problem in these playoffs at all. Game one or two. The problem, like I've been saying, is Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. He's the reason the Nets are losing. His poor play. Well, so when you bring it, but it's not KD's defense. It's not, because in both games, they had a chance to literally win both games. And if KD was 10 or 15% better on the offensive side in both games, they would have won.
But that's not my point. My point is that if Kevin Durant plays this poorly, it's not like I can then go expect him to go play elite level defense or go rebound extremely well, or be even a competent or a much better facilitator he is right now. That's the problem. So my argument is that, yes, can you have bad shooting?
Facilitating is on the offensive. Facilitating is on the offense.
I'm just talking about other things outside of scoring. Can you have a bad scoring night? Absolutely, that's understandable. But how are there other ways that you're going to impact the game, especially enough to make up the lack of scoring? And for Kevin Durant, that's not the case. He's ending games averaging 4 rebounds. 4. I've watched. Now, what's crazy is I've gone back and I watched them. I've seen Kevin Durant just stand and just look at other people, just like try to battle down low with Al Horford and Grant Williams. I'm watching him watch his guards battle down low and not go grab rebounds. He and I'm not saying that, especially game 2, I think he played a better defensive game than he did in game 1. But even if I'm not even saying, let's hypothetically speaking, he's not playing a bad defensive game. He's not playing a defensive game as good as Giannis would be. So that's my problem, is that what justifies the defensive game that Giannis would play? This is what I'm saying, because this is why. Let me tell you, Giannis is a what? Because Giannis is just he's more active defensively. He's helping.
Okay, Giannis is a more active defender. The Milwaukee Bucks lost game 2 because that active defender was getting cooked.
Okay.
So this is what I'm saying, and I'm not gonna sit here and base because KD plays defense to me. Giannis is, the way you say I supernova Kevin Durant offensive ability, I feel you do that about Giannis on defense.
Who's the better defender, though?
Than KD and Giannis?
Yes.
Giannis is a more active defender than Kevin Durant. I would rather Kevin Durant guard on ball than I would rather Giannis guard on ball. I would, me personally.
Did what DeMar did the other day?
No, I've always said this. No, I've always said this. Always.
That's true. He doesn't like his perimeter defense. He thinks
at all. I've always said that. Like always.
Who's the better defender though? It's still Giannis, correct?
I would take Giannis defensively because he could like help side block shots, and defensive rebounds count as defensive rebounds, and he's a better.
So why do you think KD's a better perimeter defender? Like, is that just based on what you're seeing?
Oh, I think KD guards on ball better than Giannis does. From me watching. I do. I think that. Like
I think a lot of people underrate Kevin Durant's defense as if he's Kevin Durant. I've seen Kevin Durant pick up Trae Young, pick up the best offensive player on the team, and do a pretty good job. He is slow with his lateral movement, but he makes up with it for his height. So his on-ball defense is something that people do sleep on.
When it goes to the stuff y'all love, defensive rating, defensive rebounds goes on to that. Giannis is a better rebounder than KD, helps out block shots and all this stuff. That also helps Giannis' case in terms. I don't see KD get steals and passing lane. Giannis do all that. So he's an active defender, and I think that makes him better. But if I need someone for one stop, one-on-one on the wing, I'll take KD over Giannis. Like, DeMar wanted that matchup. Like, he's like, yo, come pick and roll. Let's get Giannis. Let's do that. I don't like, and it was like,
We didn't see that. We didn't see that
Yeah.
on the Boston Celtics. We didn't see Jason Tatum.
Like this is, and we had
this conversation with Dave.
bro.
I don't know why Dave even said that. If you guys don't know, Dave is Shaq's brother. He was telling us that they was trying to pick apart KD and his defense. It didn't make sense
at the
to us.
guards. They were aiming for Steph Curry, Dragic, Kyrie. That's what they were aiming for.
Look, I understand what you're saying, Dale, but the point I just want to make is that at the end of the day, when it comes down to how he's performing, and unfortunately,
terrible.
It's
terrible.
It's on YouTube, so we can't show this. But I promise you, if you just go back and you look at the turnovers, bro, these are not turnovers that are being like he's rushing it. It's turnovers when he's attempting to drive or he's paused.
It's one he crossed over, he lost it on his legs. No, it's one he's dribbling out of bounds.
You're downplaying. You're downplaying how many.
How can I downplay him by saying he's playing terrible?
No. But I'm saying I'm saying is that they are relentlessly attacking his left. They are relentlessly attacking it, and that's something that has been highlighted several times. That is not like something new.
Yeah, I would love. I want to see that because I don't see them. I don't see them pushing Kevin Durant to a side or forcing him to his left. Because more times than none, Kevin Durant hesitates to go left or pull up going left. So this is why it's to me it's
I think they're just forcing him to whichever side has the traffic in so that they can double him.
Where they're coming off of, but
exactly. I don't
if
see
you find
them,
it, send it to me.
I don't.
Do you guys think KD has an elite handle?
Has a what? I'm sorry, Mars.
Do you think KD has an elite handle?
Elite? No, I think Kevin Durant's a good ball handler for sure, 100%.
So why is it that a weakness of KD's game has always been dribbling in traffic and maintaining? Like every time Boston come with an extra defender or someone digs down, he's losing the ball constantly.
So, well, to be honest, Mars, literally any ball handler dribbling in traffic, the ball will either get touched because it's one basketball and it's like 3 or 4 hands. So
I see guys like for example, you say KD has a better handle than LeBron, but I see LeBron getting through traffic a lot easier than KD.
Way easier.
KD gets stripped a lot. Like you say that KD doesn't get stripped. I remember you said that, but KD is getting.
I just said Al Horford.
No, not just in this series. I'm talking about like overall when you and Shaq had the debate, LeBron and KD's handle. You say when do we see KD get stripped? For example, OKC versus Golden State. I remember KD was getting stripped constantly by guys from behind, picking his pocket. His handle, I mean, is good for like getting to a spot, but if you can push him off that spot and then force him to create something else.
I've always said this on this show, and I'll say it again. Kevin Durant dribbles the basketball better than LeBron James, which means he has a better handle than LeBron James. LeBron James has great ball control, and he's stronger. So if I'm stronger with ball control going through a lane, I either could cover the ball or gather the ball differently. That's just a fact. It's just a fact. So it's not LeBron handling that's keeping the people from not being able to shoot the ball when he's going motoring down the court, motoring down the lanes. It's his strength and his speed and all that stuff. Like Giannis doesn't get stripped when he's driving down the lane that much. It's because he's stronger. That plays a part. It's not his ball handling because I don't think do you think Giannis is a better handler than KD?
I mean, the way I see handle is the ability to maintain the ball in different situations while dribbling the ball. I don't care about dribble combinations
because most of your point guards going through traffic has high turnover rate and they have the best hand or supposedly have the best handle on the team.
Yeah, but they would maintain the ball in traffic more than other guys would maintain the ball in traffic. They just go through.
But you're basing it now.
But you lose it more.
No, not really. No. Like I'm saying, if a guard is going through what these players is going through, they'll lose the ball to the same amount. It's not about the handle, it's the hands and the ball control is you cuffing the basketball. It's not you're handling one-on-one. I'm saying strip one-on-one handle, somebody picking your pocket. That's what handling through traffic. It's like only person I've seen go through traffic is a video of Kyrie Irving breaking the Team USA press.
So do you think KD has a good handle, but his ball control is questionable?
I always say he didn't have good ball control like LeBron James.
No, just in general, not compared to LeBron, just in general. His ball control, would you say it's a weakness of KD?
Yeah, I think so.
So he does have weaknesses. Besides, he's just not aggressive sometimes. Because you said that was his only weakness.
That what?
you said KD, when asked about KD's weaknesses, you said the only weakness you see in his game is that sometimes he's not aggressive enough or he doesn't look for his shot.
Wait, what?
You said previously when asked about what KD's weaknesses were, that you said the only weakness you see in KD's game is that sometimes he's not aggressive enough looking for his own shot, and that he like defer to other guys sometimes.
That's a great weakness of his one. And if you're sitting here,
no, I'm not arguing that it's a weakness, but you said that's the only weakness he had.
If you're sitting here nitpicking, I've never thought in my brain to say, hey, KD has questionable ball control, because as I'm watching basketball and I'm seeing Kevin Durant move through the lanes, and you're saying you see him get picked a lot, I don't see that often. So now that you're saying that, I could say, okay, so now then I could say he has a weakness of ball control. Going into next game, I'm not thinking about Kevin Durant ball control on the court. So like, when you're asking a person weakness, like if you're asking LeBron James weakness, I'm not looking at like ball control and all these stuff. I don't think people normally thinks like that, to be honest. I don't.
I'm looking at these turnovers in game. This is the top of game one.
Mm-hmm.
Already the first two that he had was on the dribble, not trying to pass, on the dribble. Third one he had also.
What do you mean? What do you mean on the dribble though?
Like literally actively dribbling the ball with his left hand. Actively. Like not trying to stop and look for the pass and turn the ball over. Like actively dribbling the ball. And they're just taking it out of his hands. One of them, I'll give you credit. They double team them.
Could you send it to JD or send it to me on Twitter? Because I want to see what actively or all this stuff means, because I don't get what you're like. I don't be getting what these videos are telling me, because I don't think Kevin Durant's weak going to his left. I don't at all.
There's one time in transition where he's driving and he's driving right. Jason Tatum literally like runs in front of his right so he can then runs into his left so he can like turn into with his left hand, and he immediately just loses it in transition. Like nobody didn't touch him, he just lost it in transition.
Lo, you might have to cut your cam off and back on. You froze.
I froze.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I know why I froze, because I just opened up OBS.
Got you.
Yeah, I know why I froze.
I hate that.
Man.
Wait, where is he?
I had to shut up. I had to go on. There you go. Look, I'll show it. Here. Matter of fact.
Just send me the link, because I do not think Kevin Durant is a weak player going to his left. You're telling me they're forcing him to his left? I don't agree with that. I don't at all.
Lo, have you been saying that consistently, that he couldn't go left?
I said that's his weakest part, and that's something that it's not new. That's not a new thing. Literally, Kobe, even when Kobe was playing against him, he said the same thing.
You've been saying that for a while now.
No, this is the thing with everyone.
Kevin
Durant has a terrible first two games. So you could harp on these clips, you could do all this stuff and all this. For me, looking at this, Kevin Durant played terrible. That doesn't change what Kevin Durant has done in his career, the type of play he is. So you could say all of the going left. Why don't everybody push him left in every game?
I think the issue I have with KD in these first two games is how similar it is to KD and OKC.
Very similar. Like very, very similar. In
Golden State, I mean, I'm not going to bring up numbers, but KD's playoff numbers before Golden State, they were okay. He was an okay playoff performer. He wasn't exceptional. He wasn't terrible. His efficiency was okay. He wasn't great, whatever. He goes to Golden State, all those numbers increase. He's more efficient. He's turning the ball over less, whatever. That's because of who he's around.
Bring that up, though.
No, I'm not holding it against him. I'm just saying. Now all of a sudden teams can game plan for KD. He's the main focus of team scheme, and he's the one
the same team's game plan for him last year when he averaged.
Yeah, but I think Milwaukee played him 1-on-1, and you had James Harden and Kyrie in the first round against Boston, and Jaylen Brown wasn't there, so you couldn't game plan the same way. Yeah. But and then we're looking.
So what do you? It's still
when he has superstar guards around him, and you can't focus.
When everyone has a better team around him with great chemistry and continuity, their best player looks better.
Yeah, I'm not saying. We're not saying it's surprise he looks better. I'm saying when KD is the lone superstar or the main defensive focus, we see that there's a game plan for him and it's effective.
I think what Del's trying to say is that point is mute because every player needs surrounding pieces in order to excel. No player can sit here and not have the surrounding pieces and have the efficiencies that you want.
But it's not that we're saying that it's well, hey, I'll say this. It's not that we're saying that because that's true. What we're saying is that, again, when I say that he might not be able to be as functional as he is now in the 2000s because lack of floor spacing, when Dale then completely says, no, I don't agree with that.
Still don't agree with that.
And that's fine. You know,
but
when we see him,
but you're going off a sample size of
it's not saying
no, this is historically like it's Golden State is more of an outlier than
both. No, take his Golden State career out, right? Take all that out. I don't want to hear about his playoffs numbers. Y'all both tell me his playoffs numbers without Golden State. The percentage, the going left, the going right. Because y'all making this believable of, Kevin Durant went to the finals at 22 or 23. You have to get through the finals in the playoffs.
He had a great playoff.
He went to Western Conference Finals.
Go ahead, Lo.
Nobody's not saying he's bad, though. Nobody's not saying he's bad. Nobody's not saying that he's a bad player. Nobody's not saying he's not a bad scorer. We're just saying that I'm not making holistic statements. You are. You're saying that he doesn't have any weaknesses. That's what you said.
I don't think Kevin Durant has a weakness as an offensive player.
So that's the point. That's the point. I'm just arguing against the holistic argument of somebody doesn't have any weaknesses at all. I'm not saying that he still can't overcome a team strategizing against him. That's what I'm not saying.
But you're literally taking when I say that, of course, everyone is no perfect basketball player. There's no perfect basketball players. Like people think LeBron James doesn't have weakness. People think it's no perfect basketball. So if I'm sitting here saying I don't think if you can't hear me?
No, I said yes, there is. His name's Luka Doncic.
Okay. All right, whatever. It's no perfect basketball player. So if I'm saying he doesn't have no weakness on the offensive, of course a team could game plan to slow it down. But I still think if he's on his game, the team is at his mercy. More times than none, I'm taking Kevin Durant over the team's schemes. And that's just basketball.
If you watch the numbers of KD and OKC in the playoffs.
Also watch that last tweet I just put in the chat. I put the tweet in the chat, and there's literally people who've been highlighting it all week too. They make him when he goes left, they make it much more difficult for him, and he either loses the ball, he's getting stripped going left.
But he's his right going right is stronger than him going left. So if
moving, but you keep moving the goalpost.
You're moving the goalpost.
No, I just said go left.
The goalpost started when you was like, why can't the most skilled player can't go left? That makes no sense to me. He's been left numerous times his whole career. So based on these two games, I've never heard you say KD can't go left before. Even when we argue who's the best, you've never said anything about Kevin Durant going left. You've never brought that up. So right now, you're taking two sample size game of them playing great defense when he's going left and help is waiting for him. Oh, I'm going to use that to say he can't go left.
They're out of his 12 turnovers, I promise you, 8 or 9 of them are them taking advantage of his left. Even if hypothetically speaking, even if though you don't want to subscribe to the ideology, just watch him. Watch the highlights.
That's the difference between I could watch the highlights and see him have the turnover and say, "Oh, Lo was right. He got turnovers going left." I'm not sitting here saying Kevin Durant cannot go left because of those turnovers.
You're saying you're making it seem like the turnovers are occurring because he's forcing or rushing, and like no, he's in the flow of the game and he's just turning the ball over. It's not that much of a force.
You said they're forcing him to pass. I never said.
You say he's in his head and he's rushing it. It's not that much of a rush. He's just in the flow of a game and he's turning the ball over. That's what's happening.
You think it's because he's going left?
I think, but
that's what you said.
It's a weakness it's a hole in his game.
So I'm watching the
clip. Him going left is a weakness in his game.
Hold on, I'm watching the clip. Yes. So the only turnover in that clip. It sounds like there's more from just that game. Below, you said he had okay. So he has one turnover where Jason Tatum cuts him off by himself. The rest of the turnovers in this specific clip are because they send a second guy at him and he just gets picked. I mean, he loses his balance because he's running into the defender too, but they're sending 2 at him to swipe at it.
I didn't watch the clip, so I can't see it while we're here, but I'm gonna watch it and tweet you after.
On the first one, he's literally dribbling the ball with his left. Tice just rips it out of his hands.
Yeah.
Tice just legitimately rips it out of his hand. And Tice is playing drop coverage, but as soon as he gets to it, he rips it out of his hands. Second one, he's losing balance trying to drive on Grant Williams. They do shrink the floor, like I said, and then Marcus Smart comes with the steal. The next play, Tatum jumps in front of his left. He tries to spin. He just loses the ball out of nowhere.
Why did he jump in front of his left if he can't go left?
But that, bro,
I'm just asking you a question. I didn't see the video. I'm asking you a question.
He's right. He jumped in front of him, so he couldn't. He tried to cut off middle. He's cutting off middle.
Why, when he get the ball, everyone's like not shading his right and just forcing him left?
He's cutting off middle.
Why?
I'm asking. I'm answering. He's trying to drive into the. He's trying to drive into the basket. Mm-hmm. He cut off middle, and he tries to spin with his left. And as he spins with his left, that's how he loses the ball.
Okay.
And it's a double team, right?
No, it's not.
That was a single one.
The Tatum one is by himself.
The Tatum one.
Oh, the Tatum one you was talking about.
Yeah,
The Tatum
that's
one.
That's the transition one.
And what about the other ones? The other ones was a double team.
The very first one is just Tice playing drop coverage, and then he just rips him out of his hands, like straight up.
Was it one on one?
Tatum is trailing, trying to jump up and not he's trying to block his shot, but KD doesn't even come up with a shot.
The biggest
it's just drop coverage. It's drop coverage. Tice is literally right here. He swipes at his left and he gets the ball.
The biggest thing. Oh, my fault. Go ahead, Dub.
No, so
just click it.
No. I'm not clicking that because you guys are coming at this man, right? And this is why I say a lot of people who don't like KD really have him under like a microscope right now. So it's like you guys are trying to find whichever itty bitty thing to try to pick at him. KD getting sent on a double team and getting the ball ripped for him, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not. You're basing it off of one clip. What Dell is saying,
I'm basing it
everything off of the last
bro. Y'all
that's what both of you guys are doing.
No way. I'm giving you.
You're saying he can't go left based off of these games, bro. That's what you're doing.
I'm saying you
can watch a whole career of Kevin Durant going left.
Even you, Mars.
2 games.
Even you, Mars.
He can't go left. Are you guys serious right now?
I've never heard you say any of this left hand double team stuff.
Never. This is the first time I've heard this in my entire life.
I've always said
on the show. On the show.
On the show or in private
talking about KD. I mean, in Discord,
we talk about KD every day. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I don't.
But yeah, I've always said his limitation. I've always said his playmaking is questionable. His handle is questionable. I haven't explicitly said going left is questionable. I've always said his handle in traffic, quick decision.
Mars has said
attacking doubles. I've always said this, and now it's just being exposed.
How do you determine someone playmaking being questionable?
He's not a great passer. I've watched him miss easy passes all the time. He short arms a lot of passes and he just doesn't get to where it's meant to go. He doesn't throw it with enough power quite often. A lot of the time he can react to
power.
As in the pass isn't getting where it needs to get, gets cut out basically. A lot of the time, if the double is telegraphed, as in he can see it coming and he has the ball and he can watch the double and see where the defense is coming from, he's a solid passer out of those. But if the double comes as on his drive, he's a bad passer out of those. His head's down quite often in those situations when he's trying to get downhill and he can't pass out of those situations. That's why he loses the ball quite often. His playmaking in general, he misses a lot of layup passes. He doesn't take the extra dribble off screens often. He pulls up or play the pass too early. A lot of issues I've had with his passing for years. And you wanted the numbers in OKC. His numbers were 29 a game. His effective field goal percentage was 50%. That's below league average. He wasn't a great efficient scorer in the playoffs for OKC. He went to Golden State. His efficiency jumped up by 7 points.
You keep bringing this. You cannot.
Yeah, I'm saying the simple fact that KD's efficiency drops when he's the main focus of a defensive scheme. His efficiency drops by a bigger margin than a lot of superstars I've seen. That's what I'm saying.
I want to see like you saying the effect. You can't ever. That's why I say don't bring up his Warrior stats because that's nothing for me.
What should I compare it to?
He just said I gave you his below
OKC.
League average.
I gave you his OKC.
No. But he also said
forget that.
What was league average in the playoffs?
League
that
average
year in the playoffs. No, you said league average. Not every team makes the playoffs.
I said every year in the playoffs, his overall percentage is 50%. All 7
which
years
is below league average for the regular season. Tell me,
no, it's below league average in the playoffs. Below league average in the playoffs is about 52%.
It gets tougher in the playoffs. So
it's about 52-53%. KD is about 2 or 3% below league average.
No, because when you say something like below league average, I know he consistently do that for the full league. If you're gonna sit here and send me league average
in the playoffs, I'm telling you, in the playoffs, he was below league average.
And it says the league average in the playoffs was 52%.
It's around 52. I can get the specific number.
Please get the number. I need all numbers today because numbers tells a story that I will never agree with. Because y'all could sit here and argue plus minus with LeBron James and all this stuff. LeBron going to the finals and killing, right? Like everybody sit here and say, oh, LeBron went to 10 straight finals and doing this and doing that. But if you look at the numbers, which you guys are saying plus minus this and that, LeBron James, out of 4 or 10 of those finals, his plus minus probably was in a negative. And that doesn't prove how much he dominated the basketball game.
I don't know. So I actually don't think it was. All right.
You don't think what?
I don't think LeBron James plus minus was like ever minus 10, even in those final series. I don't know if they were ever to that extent. But I understand what you're saying.
Listen, out of those 10 finals, only 4 or 3 of those, I know for sure, because I've seen this before. LeBron James plus minus was in the negative for those finals games. And that doesn't prove nothing to me.
All right, in the 2016 postseason run, the effective field goal percentage was 49.5. That's the average in the playoffs. Kevin Durant was 46.8.
Okay.
Below. And in 2015, his effective field goal percentage average was 48.7. Oh no, they didn't.
That was his or the league.
No, that's the league, but he I forgot they missed 2015. Hold on, my bad.
But they missed the playoffs 2015?
Yeah, because he was injured. He injured.
They missed.
No, they missed it. He was injured.
Okay.
They won 47 games too, which is
all right. Keep going, please.
I was wrong. He was 1.5% above league average.
All right, thanks.
Oh, in the playoffs?
In
48.9 to 50.5.
Keep going. And that means nothing to me, Mars, in terms of this debate or anything, because that I don't look at it that way. But keep going, Lo. I just gotta hear these numbers.
In 2014, 51 to he's like a 0.5% higher. League average is 50.5.
So that's too higher than this above the league average.
Right now it's 1-1. Are we about to go through the rest of it?
No, he just said he was wrong.
I know. It's a
1.5% difference. It's 1.5%.
I'm just about to go year by year. In 2013,
but it's above league average.
Yeah,
because Mars, you do this a lot.
Yeah,
you do this a lot. Average. You phrase things
even
if it's a 1 or 2%. He says below league average.
Yeah, he's above league average. He's above league average.
So now you can say above league average.
Yeah, Kevin Durant was a 1.5% above league average scorer.
Go ahead, Lo.
In 2013, it's 1.5 above league average. 2013.
What's 2012?
2012 is probably noticeably because that was by far his best postseason run. In 2012, it's 10% higher than league average. 10%.
Now 2011.
2011. I hope we're not doing 2010. That was like his first year. I don't know if we're gonna count that.
Oh, we don't have to.
2011. No, 2010.
2010 was far. Bad.
Yeah, it's his worst one. I know. I don't want to count that for him.
2020,
right? It was his third year. But
it was first year in the playoffs. I don't want to count that. 2011 is 2.5, basically 2.5% above.
Oh, okay.
So in 2016, it's below.
And right now, and of course, right now, because I don't think he's below with the Warriors.
No. He's like
never.
Leaps and bounds higher.
Right.
But the point that I'm making though is that there's a noticeable drop, and the drop also.
But it happens in the league because, like you guys said, the playoffs is tougher, and I understand that.
But the point I'm making though is, and I wouldn't like to see who the fuck is this nigga playing in the playoffs, because if he's playing defensive teams, but
now you're doing match.
But you see, but this is the thing. No, if it was below, we would never look at the defense because
no, I would.
No, me personally, because I don't think Kevin Durant should be like, you guys look at the numbers tell a lie. Like I go
the numbers just told was favoring you. So I don't know.
No, but to me, but it doesn't matter though. I just wanted to know, because when Mars does stuff, he say below. He don't give no. He would never say ever he was 1% below league average. But just now it was over. He said well, just 1.5 over. That's also shunning. But before, you're not gonna say, you would say he's above league average, if no matter the percentage. But if it's low, you'll just say it's low. But
no,
now
if someone's above, I say how much they're above. But if you're below,
you've never said it how much.
You've never said
no
below. You never said the points
that.
below.
You've never said that. You only say low. You only say above when it's like 1.5. But if it's low, if
when we're comparing,
if a person is 0.5% low, if a person is 0.5% low, you always just say he's above low average. You never say how close he is to being over.
Yeah, if you're a superstar and you're below league average, even if it's by 0.1, that's terrible.
But that's still you missing.
But that's just my
cool,
you're missing what
cool. Yeah, you can say I'm not. You can say I'm not giving context. Cool. If you're a superstar,
but you
greatest
only give
scorer of all time, and you're 1.5% below.
But you're giving context when it favors your argument, though.
I mean, I just gave you the context. He was 1.5% above. I was wrong. I thought he was below.
No, but you see, that's my point. You could have just said,
he was above league. He was above league.
You're making 1.5 sound like shit, even if it is shit. But you would never knew it was 0.1% lower because you would just say, oh, it is above low average. That's just what you do. And people that just hears the numbers be like, damn. Like this person could have got a 97 on the test, got a 96.
Average, I'm gonna say they're below league average.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Yo, we got 500 people tapped in live. Make sure you get the likes up. Make sure you like the video. Del, how much more time do you have?
I'm here till like 2:45.
What does that mean?
2:45 Eastern time.
Yeah. What?
I'm an hour back. I'm in Columbia, Lo.
Oh, okay. I was about to
say, okay.
I'm looking.
Okay. I'm looking at my clock too. I'm like, wait a minute.
So I'm in Columbia.
In about 5 or 10 minutes, we'll start bringing people in. So if you want to join the show to ask a question or if you want to debate, make sure you join the Watch Party Voice channel in the Discord. We'll go in about 5 or 10 minutes, but get in there and make sure you're chilling, waiting, so that we can start pulling people in when we're ready.
The news is broke that Rob Williams is on close to return. He might play Game 3. Tough.
That's amazing.
Tough. That's tough. Look, I just want to say the problem that I have, and I agree that Kevin Durant to an extent does put himself in a situation, not only because he selected the coach and some of the players that kind of put them in the situation, but also, I mean, he does talk up a big game about. I remember the Dory Finney-Smith quote where he's like, "Oh, why y'all paying him that much money? Why y'all sending help?"
Right, stuff like that. Right.
I remember that, but
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that because it's like that's just how the game is played. But
it's basketball. You got to find a way to stop someone.
Exactly. At the end of the day, though, the point that I'm making is that when you make a holistic argument of saying there is no holes in his game.
I don't think there's no holes in Kevin Durant game offensively. I really don't. I'm sorry.
And you can keep saying that, but when we keep watching him turn the ball over 6 times a game, and again, what bothers me is that when there's the evidence sitting right there, the fact that no one is not clicking the links that I put right there, you can just click on the links
on my iPad. That's why I can't.
But Dub is like refusing to click on the links. All you gotta do is just watch it.
Bro, I watched the whole entire game, bro.
But people
watching something over again.
People interpretation of what actually happened can be misconstrued. I've talked to people like right after games have concluded and they still don't remember what happened.
When I sit here and look back at that game and the game that I full-blooded watched, give credit to Boston Celtics, what they did, the way that they were blitzing Kevin Durant, especially off the screens that you guys are saying, bro, they did a phenomenal job. KD couldn't adjust to that, and it really caught KD slipping. That's my actual take on the game. But I don't think less of Kevin Durant and who he is. He has years of playing well. He has years of being Kevin Durant. I'm not going to change my opinion off of Kevin Durant just because of these 2 games. I'm just not. Well, now, this is something that continues, because let me ask y'all this. If KD goes next game, drops 50, what the hell are you guys going to say? Going left.
It should be expected since I've been told that he's the best player in the league.
You see, don't do that, though. But let me also say this. I said the series was going to go to 7 games anyway. So it's not like I'm assuming it's
exactly. I think so too.
Right. Let's forget all that. You see, based on all this stuff, this is how we look at stuff just differently. You, Mars, you guys pump Giannis crazy. DeMar DeRozan was just the best player on the basketball court, right? Based on everything, how you guys are viewing Kevin Durant, y'all should be walking in here mad that and saying Giannis can't play defense or Giannis can't do this.
Why can't Giannis play defense? You told me KD was playing defense and just Tatum was making tough shots. Why is it not the same for DeMar?
I'm not going to answer that because KD can't go left because he had bad games going left. This is what
I'm just going by what you said.
I'm going to you, Lo, with this one because you came in Giannis and laughed and all this stuff, right? So based on how superior Giannis is as a basketball player, being at home, being whatever the case may be, how did you have this series going? You had a sweep or five.
I had a sweep.
Okay, you had a sweep. And did Giannis lose in that game? Did you look at Giannis different? Did you view him different as a basketball player?
No, I didn't, because he's.
And you're about to tell. And you're going to tell me his numbers. You're going to tell me his numbers, of course, whatever the case may be. Perfect. You also was on the show. No, time out.
There's a difference between somebody playing poorly and losing and somebody playing great and losing.
Perfect. But what if the person that's losing because the superior defender that you guys think is a defense is the reason they're losing?
They didn't lose because of that. They didn't lose because
they lost because no one could have stopped DeMar DeRozan.
But who was on DeRozan?
And a lot of it was Giannis and I don't even know Drew Holiday. And then time out. And then Giannis is going one-on-one on the block against what's his name? Caruso, getting charges and all those stuff. But that's not why I'm bringing this up. I'm bringing this up to tell you how stuff works. In Giannis' last game, right? Last time you was on the show, you saying, and Giannis is making jump shots. Giannis is making free throws. Giannis is doing this. He just shot abysmal from the free throw line, didn't he?
It was like 11 for 18, something like that. He's shooting like 55% for the series, I think.
Like, so I'm not. So is that falling into the same? You said it on this. You said it. You did.
Even if I did,
he got his pull up now.
I'm almost 1,000% sure. I'm almost 1,000% sure. I was saying I don't expect him to do that. I'm almost 1,000% sure. I said I don't expect him to do that all the time.
Okay, sure, and all this is happening. I'm not looking at Giannis no difference of the play he is based on these two games. If you could, the same small sample size that you guys are giving, it happens for every single person. But Giannis has done so much in his career that sometimes you just gotta, like with KD has done so much in his career to right now. The fact it's not about me thinking Kevin Durant is the play he is. I'm always thinking that no matter how poorly to people that he plays, because for more times than none, 75 to 80%, he's been that player than he's been the player that we're witnessing today. And that goes and that's how I view basketball.
A good example of like how Giannis fans are is I remember in the regular season when KD lost to Milwaukee, y'all said he didn't beat Giannis. He's 0-5 games. And that's cool and everything with KD and everything. He's 0-5 against him for the last 5 games. But then when Giannis, and I'm going to use my team, when Giannis struggles against Miami, he has 2 games with only 15 points and shot terrible. It's mute. There's nothing that gets said on that. Nobody thinks Giannis less than who he is. That's part of the reason why I don't like Giannis fans, because there's a lack of consistency. You got a guy who struggled against us, who has an answer, but just because Kevin Durant is a guy struggling against Giannis and the Bucks, that's the one you're going to gas up. But you won't gas up when he's struggling against Miami.
But the reason why people are gassing it up is because when I think a lot of it is just
it's good. It's entertaining.
No. It's all a trickle effect of a whole bunch of other things that are occurring. If Giannis does a thing that he does last year and nobody then gives him credit for doing it, or people are trying to take away the credit he does, then it's an overcompensation of what he actually did, and people are going crazy. But the reality is that I've never in my life heard anybody say Giannis is such a great player that he's this unstoppable being about that. I've never heard anybody say that. But when you have somebody like Dell saying that,
you've never heard somebody say Giannis is unstoppable. People on ESPN call Giannis unstoppable and dominate all the time.
Let me say it back.
They say he's dominant.
I've never heard anybody say Giannis has no flaws. But when you have somebody like Dell saying that Kevin Durant doesn't have any flaws, when you make such a holistic statement like that, like I continue to say, you're setting him up to fail.
No. You see, I'm setting him up to fail. No.
Yeah,
I
think you're being way too literal, though.
Yeah. I'm setting him up to fail to you. That's what you guys are not understanding. When I'm sitting there watching basketball, right? Literally, is no perfect basketball players at all. It's no perfect basketball players at all. If we're playing the game, if you're going up against schemes, you can find flaws in anyone. If Stephen Curry, right, was these first 2 games didn't make one 3-point shot, we will not be sitting here saying Stephen Curry cannot shoot. We won't. We will be saying what? He's still, his resume proves what he is. To me, the schemes and all that stuff is working. I still don't think Kevin Durant has flaws as a basketball player on the offensive end.
So what's KD? You said you take out Golden State. So what's KD's resume as a player? Take out Golden State.
Without 2 rings.
What's he proven? As in,
he's a final MVP. Take teams to the playoffs.
You said teams
confused.
KD has been proven without Golden State that you can scheme against him. That
I think I said he's been proven as a basketball player.
Yeah, and as a basketball player, he's been proven to be able to be schemed against. He's proven to be a questionable playmaker. In my eyes, you can disagree. He's proven to be a questionable playmaker.
I will always disagree with that because I don't know what you viewing playmakers as. I don't. You're saying these passes I think he creates for others 100%.
Yeah,
that's the definition of a player.
Someone who creates.
That's the definition of a player. Playmaker is a person who can create for others. That's it. It's no other definition, but someone that can create for someone. That's the definition of playmaking. But so you're saying passing out a double team? It's levels to playmaking. I'm not arguing that.
KD's level is lower than the rest of his game, which means you can scheme against that.
What is it compared? Because you like doing this.
No, Mars. Like he's a play. He can.
How am I gonna? You want me to compare KD's playmaking to the rest of the league?
Yes.
No, I'm not. So
you want me to compare KD's playmaking to a guy like Gary Harris?
No. I wouldn't like if you gotta go by a scale because that's what you like doing. You like saying league average.
He's a playmaker though.
He's on a slightly above average playmaker.
Okay.
So why are we even arguing then? If
compared to superstars, he's a average to below average playmaker.
What superstar other than I would say LeBron James? I don't think Giannis playmakes better than him. But
you're wrong. You're wrong. That's cool. LeBron's a better playmaker.
But why?
Giannis is a better playmaker. Steph's a better playmaker. Luka's a better playmaker. Trae's a better playmaker.
There's plenty of better playmakers.
He's on like
Joel Embiid's level. I
level.
never said it wasn't points.
He's on like Joel Embiid's
he's a superstar.
Yeah, he's on like Joel Embiid's level.
Oh, okay.
You said he's on Joel Embiid's level of playmaking?
Yeah.
I thought he said Embiid is better.
Mars,
we got some people.
Mars, I don't know what you do with numbers or whatever, but honestly, that might be the worst thing you've ever said, ever.
We got some people who want to tap in.
You have the numbers. You might have the numbers to back that up, and there's no way you can use
numbers.
So let me. Okay, don't use numbers insane.
Joel Embiid and Giannis, not Giannis and KD are on similar levels of playmaking.
Explain to me how.
Because they both this year in particular, they both read double teams to the same level. They both make the same kick out passes. They both can read a double when it's coming at them. They can read defenses. They can dissect defenses that way.
You're saying honestly, you're saying nothing right now. Literally,
I'm getting into what they do. I'm getting into what they do.
He's saying nothing right now because this is simple. And create for others.
That's simple.
No. And create for ours. Let's throw Giannis in this loop too. Okay. Let's throw him. How is Giannis a better playmaker than KD, and then compare to Joel? Because that's just blasphemous.
Giannis going downhill is able to create pass players open better. He draws more defense when he's getting downhill. He can kick out to guys better when he's going downhill. He keeps his head up more when he's going downhill. He finds
that's a lie.
Okay, cool.
It's not a
okay.
He keeps his head up more.
That's not a
lie. Let me ask you a question. This is why this conversation is gonna be crazy because y'all be saying real bullshit and making it sound good. And that's what y'all do. Giannis going downhill keeps his head up better.
Okay, then he doesn't see his teammates but still manages to
wait. Me and Lo just had this conversation. I think when we looked at the turnovers number, they're fairly similar between this season. I think we talked about this last time, Lo, with KD and what's her name. Giannis. Honestly, I'm not even gonna bring in Embiid in terms of his playmaking because that's just blasphemous.
I think Embiid is a little bit of a stretch. That's
just blasphemous. I'm not even.
I'm not huge on Embiid's playmaking.
So if you would say Giannis, if you would even sit down and say Giannis in the post, how he could read playmake out the post better, I could give you that because Giannis down there, he's bigger, he's stronger, he's more careful with the ball on the block, kicking it out to his teammates. I could give y'all that. But on the wing, going one-on.
He froze.
Damn.
Oh, no. Come on, Dell. Come back to life. Come back to life. I wonder if his iPad died.
Do you think KD's a better playmaker than Giannis?
No.
I don't think it's as far.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, wait.
You're back. You're back.
Repeat what you were saying. You left off on one-on-one.
Yeah, you froze one-on-one on the way.
If it's one-on-one and you're just blatantly giving it to Giannis, like how you're saying he's just outright better, that's weird.
No, on a one-on-one setting, Kevin Durant's better because Kevin Durant has the ability.
The issue is they are not going one-on-one. One-on-one.
No. See,
when he has one,
this is what you're. No. This is what you're doing. If you say on the block, Giannis, he looks at defense. I would say, oh yeah, Giannis, you're on the blocks. He waits for the double team. Those are stuff you could see. But if you're telling me he's a better player, like just playmaker, because he's got his head up while he's driving and looks to pass the weak passes across the lanes, causes of a playmaker, that's just bullshit and that's just talking.
He finds teammates on a more consistent basis when he's being trapped or when defenses.
Who traps Giannis? Who traps Giannis on the wing?
He attacks downhill. I'm not saying
no.
Listen, he doesn't run high pick and roll. He doesn't do that.
Exactly. So how can you say he's a better playmaker going his basis of playmaking is him going downhill one-on-one, and we have to negate that for Kevin Durant because he runs.
No, we don't have to.
How would Giannis be playmaking? No, how would Giannis be playmaking if Brook Lopez or someone went and set a screen for him? How do you think he'd be?
I don't think Giannis would be an exceptional pick and roll playmaker, but that's not what he is. So why would I?
So you're calling him a playmaker, but
I'm not comparing. No, because I'm not. Yeah, I'm including. I'm saying I'm not comparing KD's playmaking going downhill to Giannis going downhill. I'm comparing KD's playmaking in total to Giannis's playmaking in total, and I was going through their strengths and weaknesses before I got cut off. Yeah. Giannis playmates going downhill. He does well. He reads defenses coming down on him. He finds open guys. He makes extra passes. He doesn't throw the ball recklessly around all the time. He throws it around recklessly sometimes. He doesn't make the pass perfectly. That's why he's not a perfect playmaker like guys like Jokic, Luka, etc. And he's not a pick and roll ball handler, but that's because he's not an excellent shot creator on the perimeter. So they're not going to ask him to do that. Whereas KD, he's not as explosive going downhill. So that's why he controls the ball more on the perimeter. And in those situations, his playmaking is weaker than what Giannis does going downhill. And that's why
if both of them are being guarded the exact same way,
why would anyone guard them?
I'm just asking you.
But that's a dumb question. No one will guard them.
They're not defending the same way though.
That's like, but you're using Giannis playmaking
the same way they guard Steph. Who would play make that?
All right, let's wrap this up.
Doesn't make sense.
Wait, no, because
doesn't make sense. They play differently. You would never guard them the same.
You're saying KD's a playmaker because he's being able to get trapped on pick and rolls. Giannis won't get trapped on pick and rolls, so he's a better playmaker.
He gets trapped going down. He gets the whole team coming down on him going downhill. Let me ask you a question.
How do you trap someone? I'm
not saying he's getting trapped. I said the defense converges on him going downhill. That's what I said.
It's help there.
Yeah, that's what's happening. The defense is converging on him. Whereas KD, if he comes off a screen, the defender will hedge that screen and then he'll trap. He'll get trapped and his passing in those situations.
But you don't think it's easier for Giannis coming downhill? Like because he's already by the first man. Like literally everyone's
maybe it's I don't think
I don't think
you
it
have
is
that many hands in the lane and you have to make a decision. That's why
But
Giannis gets a lot of charges. That's a weakness of Giannis. He gets a lot of charges.
But you just said you can't use hands in the lane because you just use hands in the lane for people pickpocketing Kevin Durant and saying he can't.
Yeah, and Giannis doesn't have that weakness. So what we doing?
Mars, wait.
What weakness?
Getting
charges is a turnover.
No, I said charges was a weakness. I said getting stripped. I said getting stripped.
This doesn't make any sense.
All right,
because
we have 30 minutes left. We have to bring people in. This is going to go forever. We have 30 minutes. We promised people that they would come in. Natty, you're coming in first. Natty, what's up, bro? Let me know if you guys can't hear him when he starts talking. He's still muted. He might not be here. 5 seconds. We'll bring someone else in. All right, just let me know when you're ready. We'll bring in Mass. Mass, what's good,
Chat,
bro? Yo,
This is sad.
bro, what is everybody doing?
Chat, just know we really love you, bro, because Jay's cutting you off for this. Mars, that was one of the nastiest shit that I've ever heard in my life. I swear to God.
No.
I swear to God, that's one of the nastiest shit.
If you think that's
because
crazy, then cool.
you're taking. It doesn't make sense, bro.
Why?
You're basically saying Giannis and doing what he's doing, going downhill, playmaking, is better than KD in the pick. That's what you're saying.
Don't answer
it's better
this,
than
Mars.
KD and
I said Giannis is a better playmaker than KD.
And we're not basing it on
strengths.
and we're not basing it on assist numbers at all.
Yeah,
I don't
do that.
All right.
Okay, good.
No,
I agree though with that. Though.
No lie. What's good,
But
bro?
what?
Oh no, wait. I guess what's his name? I'm gonna let JD go.
No lie. You hear me?
I'm not gonna lie. This could go for another hour.
Would you agree with?
I agree that I agree. Giannis going downhill just because it collapses the defense more than the double team that Kevin Durant receives on the perimeter. It's just easier to make reads when you're going downhill that way than at the top of the screen, because when you're getting doubled off the screen, the natural response is to dump it off to the roll man, and normally it's probably fucking Andre Drummond, and at that point it's like, what are we doing?
Boonworks, what's up, bro? Yo, what is going on?
So the only thing I don't agree with, Lo, is the fact
soon
that
someone come in, JD, we gonna stop talking.
Yeah. You guys are comparing their two strengths, right? When I'm thinking about playmaking, as in how much you can play make, KD could go downhill as well and create plays.
Not like
Giannis
Giannis,
can't. Not like Giannis, of course.
Yeah, okay.
But shit, KD could do a better job than Giannis in the pick and roll, going downhill than Giannis could be in the pick and roll.
Giannis would never be in a pick and roll though. So
that's the
point. I get what it is.
But he doesn't.
Point.
Yeah, but
KD
now
can play making more ways.
Now it's back to playmaking versatility.
Yes, it is. That's what
instead of actual playmaking value.
Exactly. Dub. I understand what you're saying, but y'all are still all around making the same argument about versatility versus the actual production. I'm sorry. I don't care if the only thing.
Let me ask you a question. No.
The paint and
no. Let me ask you a question. What is playmaking value? Like, how do you assess
production,
that?
Production.
No. But how do you? Yeah, but he said versatility other than playmaking value. How do you?
I said production. I said production.
To me, value of playmaking is the looks you can create for teammates, whether that's off your own gravity or off your own passing. And for me, I mean, I think most people would agree, the way Giannis collapses defense and finds corner shooters, and he even finds cutters at a much higher level than KD does right now.
All right.
So the way KD
Wait, JD, 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Got someone in
10
here.
Seconds. I know you're right. 10 seconds. Who's a better playmaker, Braun or Giannis?
LeBron.
Why?
Not even close.
Because LeBron's downhill gravity, he's a better passer than Giannis, which none of us will argue. LeBron summons the same. So basically,
you're only saying, hold on. You're only saying LeBron is a better playmaker just because of him going downhill. That's why.
You never let me finish the
answer. He's a better quality passer though.
He going downhill, he summons the same attention. He can make more passes off that attention because he's a more.
Forget the passes. Is the value of the pass.
LeBron also has the pick and roll reads that Giannis doesn't have.
Is that then? Why are you using his pick and roll read if Giannis is not going to be in pick and roll?
Because now
that's what you just negated Kevin Durant
because KD's playmaking versatility and he can make a play off a pick and roll.
That's the same as
doesn't make up for the gap of what Giannis does downhill. Whereas LeBron
already
has the
advantage going downhill. It's okay.
I understand what you're saying, Mars.
Go ahead, Brooks.
Of course you do. And Lo, I want to say that's a great shirt you have on.
All right, so I got a question for Dale, and this is just pretty basic. Just trying to get an understanding of the fundamental disagreements that we might have. So, like, what do you think makes like someone like good at basketball, like better than someone else?
Good question, man.
Wait, what?
That is a great
question. What makes someone better than someone else at basketball?
Like fundamentally.
Yeah, like what like. I'll give an example. So for me, and here's where I think like me and Mars are like pretty similar, like not entirely, but like pretty similar, and where I probably disagree with you a decent amount. So like for me, here's like a basic question. If there was a player that couldn't dribble, couldn't pass, couldn't shoot, couldn't rebound, couldn't do really any of the skills that you think of as being like for a good basketball player, and this player But when this player, every single time this player was on the court, their team always scored every single shot. But when and every time that every time it was on the court, the other team missed every shot. And then when they came off the court, the other team, like that effect was just not there. It was just, they were just like a normal team.
So it's like
right?
a plus minus.
To me, yeah, it's kind of like plus minus. But
thing?
to me, they are clearly the reason that their team is scoring so well. Right? To me, they'd be a great basketball player, even though they're not being able to do any specific thing. Because if you want to win a game, they're the person that you
have that play in the game.
Right. So, like, would you say that this is a good basketball player?
Right, but I think that's you can't use that notion for every single player though, because that's
I'm not talking about any player. I'm just talking about just in a general sense.
But no, you said in a general sense that's how you view it, right? But if you can't view everybody on that, because it's like this is why some player could go on one team and be this way, and another team is all about the foundation of a team. So for me, I can't look at a basketball player and say how this player could be on this team or that team to your knowledge, because a player could be trash based on what you're saying if he's on a team that does not using everything you say to the best of his abilities or of what he learned to play basketball. Like I'm trying to pick up of a player. Like, this is why people say stuff that just doesn't work, or people get out of the league and then get back in the league with the right fit. Like a Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne was in China a couple years ago. Then he gets from the Phoenix Suns that give him the right opportunity to fit what he is. Now he looks like a better basketball player. He didn't just learn to do some of the things that he's doing now, but it's just working in the system that he's in. So that's why I can't view it like that. I just look at basketball differently than most. Like if I'm walking in a gym, right? This is like I always say this. If I'm walking in a gym and I'm sitting down,
but on a fundamental level, like what I'm asking basically is like what is like the point? Like if you're saying like someone is like good on offense, you're basically saying that that this person is. And yeah, it can be contextual, it can be based on the team, but you're basically saying that this person is adding like value. You're basically saying that they're giving your team more separation than the other team. Whether that's because they're a better shooter or a better passer, whether that's because, and whether that the fact that they are a better shooter or a better passer is because they're playing with better players or players that fit them better. Ultimately, you're saying that their impact, like the value that they're providing, the distance that they are putting their team over the other team is more than other players, even if it is being, affected by the people they're playing with. Because that's ultimately what you're looking for. You're looking for a player who is going to increase your odds of winning, right?
Okay. So I'm still a little lost, but I think I kind of get something. So people would look at Kevin Durant, let's say KD, going to the Warriors and his numbers going to the Warriors or whatever. I just thought I would just think KD's still the same. KD's still a good basketball player, but on the Warriors, because of who's surrounded, it make him look better. I always thought he was that good of a basketball player regardless. He's just that.
No,
he can
actually,
play basketball
in my opinion, I think he would be seen. Like, I think he would be seen as better in the sense that his stats would look better, but his impact might be seen as lower because his team would be so good whether he's playing or not. But to me, I'm not looking at it in any particular situation. I want to gauge the value in like an absolute sense. So like the team that he's playing on shouldn't really change how good of a player he is just in general, but it could change like how we perceive him. And that's where I think we're pretty similar. We probably agree there, because I don't think, regardless of the team that KD's on, I mean, sure, he can get better over time. Like, he's clearly a better player than he was in 2011. But
I just don't base a player based on like plugging the player on the team and saying the success of the team, or I think the player's the player, and everything has to come together as a team, as a whatever, and then and the mesh and the continuity and the chemistry, and all that helps the outcome and makes the player or whoever looks better. But when I look at a basketball player, like I said, I walk in the gym. If I have to sit down and watch as a fan, I could sit down and say, no matter what, this person could dribble left, this person could dribble right, this person could shoot threes. I would look at that person more so than the versatility of that person in terms of that player, and be like, oh, that person plays basketball better. And then, of course, the winning and all that stuff, when you have to look at the greatness and you ranking and doing all this stuff. So, but I didn't like fully understand the question.
In essence, Del, I think he's just trying to say what is your barometer essentially for saying this is a good player. It's mostly eye test for you. Stats come secondary because their stats could be inflated because of their situation on a team or whatever it is. So like,
it's not really eye test though. It's like, okay,
no, that's what he's saying.
If a player is like able, like if someone is good at shooting, right? Like what makes that good? Like what makes like Kobe, like him shooting like being like a 45% mid-range shooter good? It's the fact that he's better at it than other players, right?
Okay, no, okay. So it is kind of a numbers in a way to you. Okay, so I could understand that aspect. Like, why is he shooting 45% and people rate him as that?
No. It's not about the numbers. I'm not talking about like he can shoot 30%, right? He can shoot 20% and he can still be good. It's relative. I'm saying it's the fact that he's better than the other players, regardless of what the numbers are.
Okay,
it's just that whatever he is doing, it is better than the other players.
Is it that? Why is Kobe 45% better than somebody else 45%? Or
no,
if the impact, if
I'm
the
not
number
saying
is the
like
same number?
You can forget the 45%, basically. I'm just saying that like whatever value Kobe is providing, right? Like you think that when you have Kobe, he is adding more value than like some other player. Like if you think he's better than LeBron, you think that your team has a higher chance of winning with Kobe. Like whether it may be based on like some particular
but that's about fit though, and who's on the team. This is why like if someone said if I have Kobe and I take Braun, right? For Braun, you're picking a Braun team if Braun has his right fit. For Kobe, you're picking a Kobe team if Kobe has the right fit.
All right, we gotta get to more questions. I appreciate you tapping in, brother.
Like that is just, I think, is more fit than anything, right, with like value and all that stuff.
Let's bring in Natty. Natty, what's up, brother?
I don't even know.
Right.
His question was more so about the impact of a player over their ability.
Like, how does he measure impact or something?
I'm gonna get my mic.
It's more so does he value a player's fundamental ability, as in what they can do with a basketball, or their impact on their team?
I thought his initial question, because this is what he said, was how do you determine how someone is better than someone else?
It's good.
Right. How do you determine a good player? Then it
went to a lot of places.
Yeah. Natty, what's up, brother? Natty.
I heard him for a second.
Yeah, I thought I heard him too.
He just muted himself. Natty, can you hear me, bro?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. What's good, bro?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Can you hear us?
We hear you, brother.
Bro, we're bringing someone else in. Yo, Boone, did you get your stuff fixed, bro? Here we go. Yo. Oh my God, I don't think.
No, did you always have that Giannis jersey back there? Or you just put that up there?
That's been there.
It's been
there for a while.
Oh, okay. It was there last time.
Okay, I didn't remember. That's why. I was drunk last time.
Is that your man cave?
No, this is my office, I guess.
JT, what's good, bro? What do you got?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I had a general question. In the Giannis KD debate, I seen Low in the Twitter Spaces going crazy. One thing I noticed, like the weakest part, like forget the missed shots from the last game. I think KD's decision making has not evolved in a very long time. Because I'm looking at him get these doubles, and this dude's wide open, and he's throwing the ball to the opposite corner. Like he's throwing the ball to the opposite corner. He's getting frustrated. He's losing the ride. So from your assessment, Low, Dell, whoever, would you say Giannis is a better decision maker overall than Kevin Durant? Because that's how I feel after that game. It's very recency bias, but I feel like in that situation, I don't see Giannis throwing the pass to the not open man multiple times. And you can see it. The double would come, and it's like you'd have somebody open, whether it be Patty Mills, Dragic, whoever, and he would just throw the ball to the opposite corner, and it didn't make sense to me.
Not recency bias, man.
It's almost like he's been a questionable playmaker for damn near his whole career.
It ain't recency. It's not recency. It's been this way for a good second, man. I don't know. Look, I'll say this. It's just that I think Kevin Durant, I think that obviously has holes in this game and flaws in this game, like everybody. No one's perfect. The problem with KD in this situation, though, is that he's facing a team that does a really, really good job at masking help. Like, and they do a really good job of there's a lot of length too. So it's outside of really Marcus Smart, and now they're about to have Rob Williams coming back. bro, they play lineups where everybody's like 6'7", 6'8" or taller.
Everything on them, and everybody can guard them.
Yeah, so that's kind of the problem that he's having. So even when he does drive and there's somebody sitting at the nail and their hands are both long, it's cutting off middle, and he has to make the decision. The problem is that Kevin Durant isn't a player where if he's driving left or even driving right, he would almost need to have like very quick, snappy passes to get to the man for them to take advantage of how much help is being sent to them. This is something that Mars was talking about. Because when he gets the ball, he picks it up and he swings it over to them. It gives more time for the defense to swing back to the man that they're defending, so it doesn't disrupt the flow of what the defense is trying to do. I don't necessarily know but I still think that's more of a kudos to like the Celtics defense than that man's playmaking.
Poor decision making.
I gotta ask because I can't answer this question because like we're saying, I don't think Giannis will be put in the position of like doubling through the one-on-one like KD is, based on like how Mars said, the downhill, the pick and rolls, the one-on-one, because Giannis more so goes downhill, like you guys say, in transition more so than a half court setting. So I don't think I could gauge it. I could gauge it how you'd like, because Giannis is not really going that much in the half court setting. He's getting the ball at 3/4 court, one-on-one to work from there. But in transition is when he's going downhill, and it's like it's hard to stop Giannis in transition going downhill. So that's where the charge is or whatever.
Let me ask you this, Dale. Do you think
Thank you for tapping in, JT?
Because I think in that scenario, Kevin Durant does need to be more aggressive so he can force the defense.
I think he's holding the basketball too long and he's not attacking quicker.
I agree with that too.
But that's not but me saying that is me just throwing him more bail to I just think he gotta figure out the Boston defense and nothing else. That's why I'm not anybody say he played terrible. I'm 100%. He just got to figure it out, which I think he could. I'm not saying nothing more. I don't want to throw him bail on these first two games because he's been trash.
He played terrible.
But part of it, and this is what I was saying before, and this is part of the playmaking situation, is that, and I'm hoping that this isn't true. But if KD gets Al Horford on him and he can't beat him off the dribble, the defense isn't going to collapse, because the only way that this is really going to work is if that he can force the man who's sitting at the nail to make a decision to either help completely, or he's going to. I mean, he has to do that. That's what I'm saying.
But this would be me throwing him more bill. Like, it's a couple possessions on Al Horford, right? One, he crossed Al Horford, left him. Instead of pulling up there, he crossed right back into Al Horford.
Yeah.
You see, and then there's another possession where one move he got by him, and then he's like waiting it. No, like it's things like that's happening, right? In watching, and when you doing all of that, that's helping the defense. It was times in the Rockets series when he's with the Warriors. I want to say from like game 4 and 5, where the Rockets were not playing kind of, PJ Tucker was there, not playing kind of like this, and KD one-on-one looked like it was being forced when he was with the Warriors, and it was just only because he wasn't patient. Like he was too patient. He's like, I could dribble, get whatever shot. No, you could get it and go right away.
Yo, what's up, JP?
Yeah, what's up?
What do you got for us, bro?
I just really got a question for Dell. And when you talk about like KD and Giannis, I think obviously offensively KD's a better perimeter player. But when we look at everything else, I think what what Lo and Mars are saying is basically the rest of the gap in their game isn't that far. When you look at rebounding, or that's close, but I'd give it to Giannis. When you look at playmaking, I know you disagreed, but I would also give it to Giannis. But then when you look at like offensively, you said, offensively, he's just a much better player. But I think you're just looking at in terms of scoring. I think when you go to offensively, you're not factoring in like Giannis's ability to go and get offensive rebounds, put him back up, but also playmakers, team kick them out, second chance points, or get fouled, get to the line, and just put more pressure on the defense and stuff like that. And that's really my question is, why do you feel like the gap between them offensively is so far? Because everything else is close, if not favoring Giannis.
Hopefully you can hear me. I'll be first to say that when I'm viewing offensive basketball, I'm sorry, I don't look at rebounds. I don't look at second chance points. Like to the naked eye, when I say a person is better offensively, it's just in terms of if I want a bucket and I want to give it to this player hands, it's 8 seconds left, no matter if it's a
no.
I mean, but that's
He's
not how
valuing
basketball. That's not how the
versatility.
NBA basketball works, and we've seen that with KD. Because if we would just give him the ball and get a bucket, the last 2 games they would have won.
Yeah, we know this.
You're talking to a snowman right now. Oh, you're back, Dale. You're back.
Dale, say it again. You froze once more, unfortunately.
When did I froze?
You froze about 8 seconds left. Get a bucket. That's how you froze.
Oh, when it's like 10 seconds left to get a bucket, I'm like handed it to that person. When someone say who's a better offensive player, I'm not looking at a person getting offensive rebounds or a person being able to get checking stands points or doing all those things. Not even a person creating offense by getting a dimes. I'm just looking, if I wanted a person to get a bucket, this is who I'm going with. Because no one would say some centers that lead the league in offensive rebounds are good offensive players. You know what I'm saying? So I can't bring that into when I'm going against these 2 players. It's the versatility thing. I've said it before. It's just
how what you said again, JP.
No, I get versatility. Obviously, KD's a more versatile scorer in terms of perimeter, pulling a mid-range, 3-point shooting, all that. But with Giannis is still going to get you that 30. It might look different, but he's still going to get you that 30 points. And then defensively, he's much better. He's going to put more pressure on the glass. I've seen KD sit and just watch Steph Curry and Kyrie fight for rebounds. Giannis is going to go to the glass. He's going to go get that rebound. He's going to play much better defense. And he's still scoring the 30, so I don't get.
No, hold on. Him going to get that rebound, that makes him an offensive player or just his will to get the rebound?
An offensive rebound is a part of your
offense.
I think
it's not.
You might be the only
it's the fact that Giannis is attacking the paint. He's
creating
creating more double teams. His ability to kick that out and hit open shooters has evolved, and that's gotten good as well. So it's not just that he's just going up and getting offensive rebound. I'm talking about his whole offensive game, besides just his ability to put the ball in the basket.
So Andre Drummond, who leads the league in offensive rebounds, we're looking at him as an offensive player?
But it adds to what he provides.
I understand if he's
getting rebound, going back up, or if he's getting rebound, kicking that out to his shooters, that's either him providing scoring or playmaking for his team. So that's on offense.
But if you're in a conversation with players, if Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Giannis, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and they're looking around, right? This is not a numbers talking, and they're looking around and saying who's the best offensive player. Most of them will probably say KD, and none would say Giannis or whoever, not because of offensive rebound. You could bring those stats up to me, and
I'm not saying Giannis is even a better offensive player. I'm saying
he's not saying Giannis is better because of offensive rebounds. He's just saying that's another facet of the game.
It is another, and I agree with that. But what are you saying? What are you bringing it up to me for? Is my question. What is that?
I think
because when you said offense, you're strictly going to scoring. In NBA, that's just not. That's not it.
I think the dialogue around offensive player needs to be more. It needs to be more vast than just.
But what you right exactly, and I could. But this is what when you guys are trying to get me to change my way of view of thinking, you're trying to me to come out of the mind of me thinking.
No, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not looking at stats, not knowing offensive rebound when I'm sitting there watching the basketball game. If someone gets an offensive rebound, it leads to a player shooting an open 3. I just noticed the player that made the open 3.
So why does playmaking not count?
Thanks for tapping in, JP.
Offense? For example, I'd say LeBron's a better offensive player than KD, and that's just because simply his scoring, what he brings as a scorer and as a playmaker, would trump for me what KD brings as a scorer. I just don't get why playmaking doesn't matter to you.
And that's how you view it. It doesn't matter to me because when I look at because I hoop. That's just the honest play. When I hoop and I think when you say the word offense, I look at it in a hooper's brain. I don't look at it as a person creating dimes or that. I just look at a hooper of scoring. And I've said this, and people don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I view it. Like Bron's impact on offense is more than Kevin Durant. You could say, you know what I'm saying? His impact on the offensive possession in terms of either creating or getting a shot. But
Del, would you be fine with somebody saying LeBron's a better offensive player, but KD's a better scorer?
I've heard that before. Like LeBron.
Would you be fine with that?
LeBron's impact on offense, I would agree with.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with that.
We got
his impact on offense.
We got
like how me and Lo had the debate of I think KD's a better on-ball defender, but Giannis' impact on defense and rebounding, passing lanes, help side.
He's a better defender.
We got a couple more people to get through. AJ, what's good, bro?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm a big fan of Dub, but I got a question for Love.
No, I appreciate the love, brother.
Stand up. Go ahead, AJ.
Yes, sir.
Lo, if I had like a gun to your head, right? How much Big Macs do you think you can eat?
Jesus.
Oh my God.
It depends on how many. It depends on how many your mom gives you, dog.
I knew you. Yo, Lo. I swear to you, I knew you was going to Mom's. I swear to you.
CB,
I swear to you.
CB, what's good, brother?
I swear to you.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, Dale.
Yo,
I messaged you on this is MBOXO23 from Instagram. Remember I messaged you the other day?
Yo, hold on. Before you go, I hope JD is the other one here, the one that we think is a fake page that just loves cursing me out. Shaq Burner. I called him.
He's in the chat, but he's not in the Discord. No.
What's his name in the chat?
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, CB. This is not him.
He's my favorite.
This is not him.
He's my favorite.
My question is, why don't you keep that same energy that you have for LeBron, Giannis, and other players that you have for KD? Like, you just say that you like KD, like you love how he play.
Wait. But don't. I have to answer your first question. What do you mean? What same energy? What energy did I not get for Kevin Durant the first 2 games? He played terrible. I'm confused.
Right, but I've heard you say that Kevin Durant is isn't he your number 2 of all time, like on your list, right?
No, he's third. Kobe's second.
He's third. Okay, Kobe's second. But you have him above LeBron. Like, what?
I do.
Okay, I don't understand. Like,
that's fine.
Accolade wise, like it's not close.
Though,
I don't think it's close. What? I think KD is like arguably 10 through 9. Not 10 through 9, like 11 through 9. Like he's in that range.
That's what's up. I don't, that's your list. I don't know. Like, you got your question that you want me to answer? I don't know. You said keep the same energy. What energy is like that's what I want to answer. What energy?
When you bring up Kevin Durant, you always just say it's Kevin Durant, no context.
What?
But you always expect context. When people argue for
no context. I don't know, JD. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want him to. But I don't like. Lo, we argue all the time, Mars. I don't think I leave any context out of anything when I always use how I view stuff and try to back it up. So, if you was texting me on Instagram and you came with this, like, I hope you have a better question because, like, am I wrong? Do I say just KD or do I always?
No, you say reasons. You say your reasons.
I explain everything. I explain every time.
Seamless and all that.
Yeah, I explain every time. So I'm sorry, bro.
Thanks for tapping in.
My bad but thanks for the call, though, bro.
Thank you, CB. All right, Natty. 3rd time's a charm. Natty, can you hear us?
Thank you, CB. Yeah.
No way. He just left.
Don't
touch anything.
Okay. Oh my God, this is crazy. Y'all gonna hear me, right?
Yeah, but it sounds like you're talking through like a muffled. I don't know.
Okay, hold on.
There we go.
This is better.
All right, we're chilling.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had a question for Lo. So I saw basically last year, like people like Lo, Shaq. I saw a lot of people say because Milwaukee won, at the end of the day, it didn't make KD a better player if Milwaukee won. Giannis is the best player, and I saw a lot of people run with that. So I just wanted to ask. So since Chris Middleton is out now, and if Giannis doesn't get it done, does that mean he's not the best player in the world?
No, because I actually think Curry's probably gonna get it done this year. I think that Middleton. Here's my problem. The problem is that I think a lot of times I'm arguing through very facetious a very facetious tone where I'm just using somebody else's argument against them. When LeBron was losing, I still believe LeBron was the best player in the league just because I just believe that as a player he was a better player. So the argument for why Kevin Durant lost, wasn't the best player, had nothing to do with him losing. I didn't think he was a better player going into the series. It didn't matter. It didn't matter win, lose, or draw. I didn't think that Kevin Durant was going to be better than Giannis. So that doesn't really matter to me.
So it wasn't
a lot of times,
agree.
a lot of times I may speak in a facetious tone and people don't understand what I'm saying, but I'm just really using other people's arguments against them. Dub and Dale are not two people who normally go off of the win-loss argument. I see a lot of that on Twitter. Like you win a series or you lose a series, and all of a sudden that makes you a better player. So when I say some shit like that, it's just really me being facetious.
Appreciate you, Natty.
Okay. All right, for sure. Yeah.
That might have been the best question we had.
It's a good question. All right, our last
There wasn't
guy,
much competition.
Dream. What's good, brother?
Mars, you're so nasty, bro.
He's mean to people on the low, and they don't
like mean as hell, bro.
We got one of
haven't been good.
We got one of Mars's another fisted. He's a disciple, but he's in the fisted.
Hey, come on, man! Don't disrespect the allegiance.
Come on, man. Dream, what you got for us, brother?
So I learned we're not going to be able to change Dell's mind. So I have this question for Dell. So when did KD, for you, in your opinion, started to be like the third best basketball player you've ever seen? Since, if I'm not mistaken, you have him third.
That's the new best question.
That's a good question.
Best question.
That is a
great question.
Fantastic question. Because honestly, this happened when I was doing my top 10. Like I never. When was that? Ask JD. I've never like really done a top 10 like really like in my life. So when we did our top 10 here, I was just doing players, and I've always stopped at 2. It's always been Kobe and Mike, and Braun out the Shaq. Well, I don't know who my top 5 is. This was nasty. And then when I said KD top 3. I was just looking at basketball players or whatever. I just said KD top 3, and then honestly, I don't look at it as atrocious as people view it. Like I don't, because I be around circles that people has Allen Iverson as their GOAT, and they'll explain it why, and it'll just be understand. But just because we're on this platform, everybody gets a hair saying, everybody say, hey, this is nasty. This is because that's his boy. This is that. It's not the case. I think when I go with Mike. In terms of when I watched basketball growing up, Mike and Kobe just was that would never change. That was just a different feel. And then when KD was coming into his prime with OKC and this how he played ball, I was like, all right, Kobe, all right, KD 3 now, and that was it. That's literally how it happened. I had no accolades, no 6 rings, no 5 rings, no none of that. Just the hooping aspect of it.
So for those years,
I think
like,
Mike and Kobe is more so growing up. And just like, God damn, like when I was in college watching Kobe play, when I was younger watching Mike play, that was just like, they had me glued. Like, it's just more of a feeling. Like them dudes, it's just so much falls into them being 1 and 2.
Say that again, Dream.
So like for Dell, so like how long have you had KD the best player on the planet then? Since he's been over LeBron, I would assume for the time period.
Honestly, like no BS, probably from like,
don't say
13, 14.
I knew you was gonna say it, bro.
Yo, Dub, you know me, like, and you like honestly, since he's like filled out his basketball game and his since then, like, and people, and one of my closest friends, he don't want to be my friend no more, and that's a fact. He always argued with me, how you picking KD over Miami, Braun, and yada yada yada, this and that. Well, I watch basketball. I think this one plays better than that one. I'm just sorry. That's just what happened.
Thanks.
And that's how I felt.
Thank you for tapping in, Dream. Appreciate you, brother.
No problem.
I think is when you say somebody plays better than the other one is where people kind of, because like, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Because if you know me, you understand what I mean.
I know what you're saying.
And leave me alone.
Unfortunately, people like you, they're not going to change.
Like right now, like I love, like Jordan Poole is like whoa to me right now. It's like
he's whoa. I ain't gonna lie. I look at him like, okay, all right, you got chill out for a second.
He is fun to watch.
Before you be top 10.
All right.
Yeah. Dale, you got to get up out of here.
Nah, I'm cool for a little bit.
You're cool for a little bit?
Cool.
Okay, we could actually get a couple more.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's nuts.
I remember having them debates in middle school about
staying here,
KD and LeBron James.
And this is the thing, going back into that time, like 2012, 13, that was a peak Bron for sure. But in all those 3 in a row, maybe 4 in a row, and all those MVP voting, KD was second.
KD was always second.
You know what I'm saying? So when people say that peak Bron and that, KD was doing his thing as well. But Bron was an animal to some, especially them back-to-back MVP years. But in both of those years, unless KD
not
got
to
hurt.
you, right? Not to you. Not he wasn't an animal to you though.
No,
KD
he was.
better.
It was just it was just a big animal.
Yo, Zay, what's good, brother?
What's good, JD?
What do you got for us, bro?
All right, so my question is, I want to know each person on the panel's favorite player, and then who their favorite player is. If they could build a team around them all time, who would their starting 5 be?
Ooh, I like this question. Okay, Mars, let's start with you, bro.
As in favorite player all time?
Favorite player. It doesn't have to be the greatest. Yeah, just
time.
your favorite, and
then
build
my
around
all-time
him.
starting 5. It can just be
built around that player.
Built around that player.
So now
I
I
have
have
two.
5.
Mars is gonna be Jokic.
Built around them.
I have two favorite players of all time, and I'm saying both of them.
All right,
just
that's
so
fine.
you guys
They
know.
could be on the same team, Dale.
I mean, my
But
favorite.
they are on the same team, and one replaced the other.
Go ahead, Mars.
my favorite player is Steph, for obvious reasons. And my all-time starting 5 I'd build around him would just be the 2017 Warriors.
Fire Dub.
All right, that's nice.
That's funny. My all-time favorite is definitely Shaq. Even though y'all
Wait,
remember that
what's
little
Shaq?
No way.
Whoa.
Y'all already
Ain't no way.
Not Jimmy Butler.
Nah,
Wait, no.
Jimmy's my current favorite. That's my
Wait,
that's my
Shaquille
current
It's
O'Neal's
favorite.
your
not-
all.
it's
Shaquille
sub.
O'Neal is your all-time
No
favorite player.
I fell in
way.
love. I fell in love
Nah,
with
the
basketball when I
Shaq
seen
that you
D
said
Wade in
people
Miami.
overrate. The fact that
Yeah.
you say, oh, that's
This is
crazy.
crazy.
So this how y'all know I'm not really biased like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
You
tough.
feel me? So Shaq is definitely my all-time favorite. I remember watching that Genie movie. What was that Genie movie again?
Shaq. Shazam.
Shazam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shazam or something like that.
Oh man.
Yeah, Shaq was always my.
All right,
that was
build
a bad
around
movie, but
Shaq,
growing
though.
up, that was dope.
Oh my god.
You
Who are
can
you
do
building
whatever,
around
bro.
him?
You could put on whatever, bro. Shaq won 3 straight.
Okay.
Oh wow.
All right.
Jesus.
So obviously
Lo.
my favorite player. Oh yeah. Go ahead, Lo.
My favorite player is Kobe. If I had to put a team around him, give me Garnett at the 4. Give me let me get Hakeem at the 5. Let me get Pippen at the 3, and let me get GP at the 1.
Dang, I like that team. I got Dirk. I'll take Shaq at the 5. I'll take Steph at the 1. I'll take MJ at the 2. And give me Kawhi at the 3. I'll take Kawhi at the 3.
I should have picked Kawhi. Damn, I'll be forgetting about Kawhi.
All right, Dale.
My 2 favorite players of all times is Allen Houston and John Starks. I'm a big Knick fan growing up. And
I can't even know if you're serious or not.
I'm dead serious. Those are my 2 favorite.
Okay.
Those are my 2 favorite basketball players. Favorite. I'm not saying that, but as a kid growing up, those was my 2 favorite basketball players. When I got to meet Allen Houston, I met a lot of players, but when I got to meet Allen Houston, got his autograph, and this is when I was going through NBA draft process. Got his autograph, took mad pictures. It was like a kid, so. And that was my 2 favorite players. So to build around them 2, you could pick, you know what I'm saying? I'll take Shaq since everyone wants Shaq. Give me Braun at the 1 and KD at the 4.
Zay, I want to hear yours. Who's your favorite player and who you're building around?
My favorite player all time. It's between Curry and KD really. So I'll put Curry at the 1. We'll take KD at that 3. I'll put Tim Duncan at the 4. We'll put Shaq at the 5. And our 2, really don't care. I mean, we'll put Ray Allen at that 2.
Fire.
That's a good team.
Thank you, Zay. Great
That's a
question,
good
man.
team.
Thanks for tapping in, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Simple wants to come in and check Dub.
Oh man.
Who?
Simple. I know Simple.
Simple, what's up, buddy? Simple.
Not that simple going on.
There we go. What's up, Simple? Oh no.
I'm just wanting to walk back Herro versus Poole.
Oh, that shit. Listen, bro.
Yeah, please walk that back.
Poole's doing. Listen, Poole's showing up, bro. I like Poole right now. I'm not gonna walk it back yet. I want to see more, but listen, those guys are right near each other in my eyes. But Poole's balling out, bro. You got
what is Herro doing?
He ain't doing much right now. Listen, we gotta wait. Let's wait. Let's see what happens, bro. You feel me? But shit, I won't be mad at.
Wait, what is the Poole take that I missed? Was it in Discord? What happened?
Herro's better than Poole.
Yeah. I was always picking Herro over Poole.
But what you see, Poole is balling, but don't like, and I'm.
But this is my thing.
It's not ridiculous to say that. It's not ridiculous to say that.
It's not.
Wait, it's ridiculous.
Who got a bigger bag? It's Jordan Poole, right?
Wait, Tyler bag is different too, low.
Who has a bigger bag? Come on, cut the cap.
Come on, bro.
No.
What?
You see, you guys are being the stop. Yo, Tyler Herro gets in that duffel as well, bro. I'm telling you.
Not as deep as Jordan Poole. Not as deep.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Who got a better step back?
I'm telling you.
Can Herro hit a step back? Can he hit a hezzy?
You see, I don't watch Tyler Herro to know all these stats and these numbers.
Because you know he don't.
No, I don't, bro. I can't. Tyler got a bag.
But Jordan Poole's step back is better. I'll give you that.
No, it's way better.
It's better.
No, not like Tyler Herro, Kahoot,
but
boy.
Jordan Poole's a bucket. I'd say, but this
both
is
of them is buckets, bro.
This is a bucket off for shooting. I'm talking about straight getting the bag. If you need a shot at the end of the game. To create your own shot, who you giving it to?
Herro was doing his thing in the regular season.
No. If you need somebody to create their own shot, who you giving it to, Dub?
I could give it to Herro.
No. I know. I'm not saying you can't.
It's a wash.
It's a wash.
It's a wash. Both of those guys is here. They're here, bro. They're literally here.
You know, you
almost got it. You got a half step.
I know. I'm trying.
Listen, they're here though. Like I don't think
they're
it's
not
there. They're here. Come on,
right,
but what Poole is doing, everybody's but Tyler solid, boy. Tyler solid.
Dub, we got a super chat for you. Dorian Clayton said, "Hey Dub, with the Bulls and the Bucks being tied, what would the Bulls have to do to take this series? With the loss of Chris Middleton, they lose a good piece of their team. Same question for Boston."
Oh, for Boston to win?
So his first question,
and that Boston and Bulls to win.
First question was, with the Bulls and the Bucks being tied, what would the Bulls have to do to take this series? That was his first question.
The Bulls, well, number one, DeMar DeRozan got to be playing like DeMar DeRozan. Keep playing the way he's been doing. Keep playing aggressive. Zach LaVine doing what he did in the last game was very phenomenal to see. With them missing Chris Middleton, bro, a good defensive piece. They could really take advantage of their perimeter defense. So keep attacking the perimeter. For Boston, Boston, I think this game is a must win. You have to win this game. If you don't win this game, bro, I think no, my bad. Game four, because I think the Nets are gonna win the next game. Game 4 is a must win game. Nets are gonna win next game.
KD will come out and give you 50, right?
I promise you, KD's dropping 30.
No, I don't think it's that easy, though.
Come on, 30. Give me a little bit more than 30.
I think he's dropping 40.
He's dropping
40.
I think he's dropping a 40 piece. He's pissed.
KD's dropping, yeah. KD's pissed right now. KD's dropping 30, bro. KD's dropping 30. Nets are gonna win.
You see, Lo, you can't say you
agree. No, he pissed.
I picked. No, relax. You know how I feel. You know when I
gamble. Not about Lo.
No, Lo. It's all right. When I gamble, when my mind and heart is 1-1, bro, I'm undefeated. The Nets right now, the Nets is gonna win. KD's gonna have a good game.
40.
He's tired of your shit, Lo. He's going ready and show that he has a left.
He's dropping a 40 piece for Low.
Boston needs to win. Boston needs to win game 4, in my opinion, in order to win the series. Like they need to win that.
Boston need to win one of them, just one of them.
No, I think if the Nets win, 2 games in a row, I think they're gonna win the series.
If Boston split in Brooklyn, regardless of which game it is, they win the series.
Yeah,
if they go up 3-1 in any way,
they need to win that. They need to
win Boston, yeah. I'm telling if the Nets, whoever wins game 4 is winning the series. I'll say that.
But if Boston go up 3-0 and then the Nets win game 4,
I don't think Boston.
No, but he also
Mars, KD's pissed.
No. But you're not listening. Yeah. He's not counting game 3 because he's thinking Brooklyn's winning that one outright.
KD's pissed, dog.
You can hold. You can listen.
Yeah,
you can hold
body language. Body language.
You can hold. Yeah, body language, all that shit. Yeah, you will count all that.
KD pissed, man. He coming.
KD's coming, bro. I promise.
He dropping 30-40. Yeah,
but why y'all acting? You see, you guys are saying all this in a joking way, but why y'all not acting like KD's? No, stop it. The only time you were serious today was when boy came with that dumbass joke.
Yo,
that was the only time.
Rated R, what's good, bro? Oh, he's still muted. What do we got here? We got Shaba. Wait a minute. Shaba, can you hear me, brother?
I can't wait for that piss KD game.
So you gonna call it like Jordan flu game?
Yeah, I'm gonna call
KD
it
piss game.
Listen, I'll you feel me? I'll take the L if I'm wrong.
Nah, I'm rooting for KD.
Nah, he's dropping 40.
Yo.
What's up, Shaba? What do you got for us?
This question is for Dell. Did Bob Cousy play in segregation ball?
Yo, I don't know. I seen that on Instagram.
You know that was my tweet, right? That was my tweet.
Oh, I saw that on the gram.
That shit was
viral.
viral.
Ask the person that created that.
He did play segregation ball. He played segregation ball. Yeah, he did.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bro, you're
I was the one who made that tweet. Yeah.
I saw that on Instagram and I was crying. Oh no, I might have seen that on your Twitter, Lo.
Lowe's tweets.
I saw one place and I was crying, bro. I was like, wow. I saw that. I definitely see that. Why would you ask me and the person that made the tweet right here?
I'm trolling. Come on,
Lowe's tweets have been getting clipped or screenshotted and put on these Instagram accounts with hundreds of thousands of followers. It's just hilarious.
That's what's up.
He did play segregation ball. That was tough.
That's what's up.
Trinity. Let's get Trinity in here. Trinity, what's up, my bro?
That's a lovely name. That's a lovely name.
Yes, sir.
All right, but shout out Shaq Army, by the way. Missing him. But this is a question for Dell mainly. But anybody can answer. Dell, what franchise would you ever want to? Because I don't know your whole story about you playing basketball and stuff like that.
But to answer your
weapon.
He froze again.
Nah, he froze.
He turned into Frosty. Oh, you're good, Dell.
I heard him say what franchise. If it was asking me what franchise I would play for, it would be anyone that would have drafted me.
Was that
your okay, but I'm saying like if you had the choice and if you could bring back any all-time player to play with to come with you to get that chip.
Oh, KD and MJ, come on, bro.
No.
KD and
how many players do I get to pick?
One.
You could pick a starting 5.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Including yourself in it, and whoever compliments you the best.
No, I'll put myself.
But you're playing. You're playing on the Knicks.
No. Actually, I want to hear this. Yeah, if you had to pick a team? If you had to pick a team to best utilize you as a player,
me?
What would you?
Oh,
pick?
okay.
Are you
essentially
playing,
that's the question.
Dell, are you playing the 3 or the 4 in the NBA?
This is what era? Like when I was in college, I was
right now.
Right now.
Yeah, because you would be the 4. You'd be the 4 in a small ball lineup, but I feel like your game you'd be a 3 in like a normal.
He could be a 3. Yeah.
Yeah, it just
like
depends.
So what is he? Was he PJ Tucker? What's going on?
Nah,
I'm 6'8".
Like slim.
Yeah, PJ Tucker's like 6'8".
No,
he's
but he's 6'3 and a half. I was just
in
the summertime.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
he's that short.
But
6'3.5" being short.
He's like 6'4" for sure. So
yeah,
it would be Steph.
I
know. It's terrible.
It would be Steph, KD.
I'm here,
crazy.
bro. I'm here with you, bro.
Steph, KD, Steph, KD. Damn. Hakeem at the 5.
Damn, nigga.
Yeah.
He's playing.
He said all time. Steph,
Damn.
KD, Hakeem.
I think I know what Lo's saying.
Are you playing in the wheelchair league or?
I'm about to say, what did you? What
No, he said all time team, right?
I know, but like, I actually want to see a realistic team that you build around you, not the Monstars.
Not the
if you were the focal center.
Time.
I get what you're saying, but if you were the focal,
it could be either or, whichever one, a realistic one as well.
You can finish that, but I just want to know. Actually, I actually want to know. But you can finish
Perfect.
that lineup.
Swap me out for Draymond. That's it. Whatever Warriors team, just swap me out for Draymond.
Oh, so that's how you play. Okay. I just want to kind of get a gauge of how you play.
I'm a better ball handler than him. Like, I could create more on offense than Draymond could do. But in terms of passing and defense and multiple 1-5 switch that way.
So you Draymond with handles. All right. I like that.
Yeah, okay. You can say that. Facts.
I like that too.
I like that.
I got sent low in the chat to see some of the clips.
Yeah, I saw Shaq dunking. I was lost on one. I was like, he getting up. That's crazy.
Oh, and honestly, that's low on the Shaq bounce.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yo, how tall is Shaq?
Shaq is 6'5". 6'5". He's 6'5".
Shaq is
6'5". He got up.
He's 6'4". Dell. He's 6'4". He's 6'4" because I'm 6'3", and he's an inch taller than me. He's 6'4".
Yeah, he's 6'4". I say he's 6'4". He's 6'3.5".
Yeah. JD's the
I'm
man,
6'3",
I'll bump him to 6'5".
He's 6'7".
Nah, JD tall too. JD surprised me.
Trinity, thanks for tapping in, brother.
That was a good question, though.
All right, let's get Taz in here.
I should ask Shaq.
Wait, did I already try and pull Taz in here? No, that was rated R. Taz, can you hear us, brother? If you want to join, make sure you join the Discord and the Watch Party voice channel, by the way. What's up, Taz?
What's up with you?
What do you got for us?
Well, first, I got to ask, who do you guys think is better, Donovan Mitchell or CJ McCollum?
This is a little recency bias going on here.
Wait, who's better?
Donovan Mitchell or CJ McCollum? I got Donovan. But...
We're not doing this.
CJ been balling, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
For sure.
CJ
for sure.
CJ been playing great.
Who does everyone have? Mars, we'll start with you.
No, he's been playing great. He's been playing great. Yo, no. What, you thought I said he never been playing
great? He
never
played. I was like, God
no,
damn, never played great.
That's a lie.
Mars,
who you got?
Yeah, who do you got, Mars? He wants to
Mars,
say
don't
CJ.
switch up now.
He wants to say CJ.
I do want to say CJ.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's a tiny bit of bias, but I'll say CJ.
I'll say this. I'm surprised, and this is like going to what Dale said about like depending on the team and the fit. I'm surprised how well CJ been like basically handling the ball handling responsibilities. Like he been handling it really, really well. Kind of like sheds a light on possibly the coaching out in Portland. Because for them to have somebody like that an entire time and never really execute and utilize him properly. But I still got D-Mitch.
Me too.
And Mars got to play defense, though. Jesus.
Mars, one thing I've always loved that you always stick with your guns. The fact that you just did that. For the next 10 minutes, I'll look at you different. But then after the 10 minutes, I'll go back.
That super chat staying on the screen.
I mean, I'm not. I don't think CJ's better.
Mars is a troll.
I'm anti Donovan.
No, I don't think Mars is a troll, and I've never seen him use.
No.
I'm very anti Donovan.
I have to address this. I have to address
what I told you
this.
3 months ago about Donovan Mitchell and the Knicks. Just wait on it.
I have to address this, and then we can finish that question. But Nick T just donated $100 through the super chat. Said, just wanted to say all of you guys are great. Love the show. And when is Shaq coming back on Miss My Guy? Keep up the great content. Nick T, legend. Damn, that was a bomb. Dub, did you say who you had, Donovan Mitchell or CJ?
Come on, bro. That's not a question.
It's D-Mitch.
The Jazz win if they have CJ instead of Donovan.
Who do you have? Who do you have?
No, they don't. No, they don't. Oh, no, stop. Please stop.
Please.
They look worse.
Who do I have?
Noticeably worse.
Yeah, Taz, who do you have?
I'm going to say CJ.
Why?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
And then I was going to ask why you guys think Donovan Mitchell is better.
Oh, he got a bigger bag. Come on, dog.
Oh, I'm a Donovan hater, so that's my reason.
You're nasty.
Man, I wanted to say this about CJ though, because I said episodes ago, it almost feels like 50 episodes ago now. We were talking about Dame and CJ. Actually, it was around the time the trade. I think they were talking about the trade. I was saying I didn't think that CJ was going to be that great without Dame, and I'll be the first to walk that back. CJ is a great basketball player. He is balling out of his mind, and he clearly does not need that much help around him. So, but yeah.
CJ was always a baller, though. People just
but when he was with Dame, Dame had no help. Okay, interesting.
No, he always.
I think that's coaching. That's coaching. They were using CJ like he was.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on, time out. No one has ever said Dame didn't have help though.
Yeah,
I've heard.
I've heard that too. But
on this panel.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but
Wow.
I've heard
it
countless.
too.
Yeah,
I've
for sure heard
too.
it. Thanks for
I've heard
tapping in, Taz.
I appreciate y'all much.
Good
Love.
one. Yes, sir.
Shout out to Willie Green.
Bro, I'm kind of scared to
Big
bring
shouts out to
any
Willie
of these
Green.
names
Very good
in that
coach.
I haven't seen before because I want to avoid getting trolled. So I don't know about these last ones.
Just try one. Try one.
All right. Let's see what
I got
happens.
13 minutes.
Let's see what happens. Let's bring in Alex because I think he was the one asking. Alex, what's good, bro?
Yo, hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, yo, I love this show. I got some beef with Mars, yo.
Go ahead, get it off.
Hey, but hey, Doug, you my man, bro. You know, as a New York native, bro, I feel you. You know, I feel all the talk we be talking about. All right, but
You said Dell
Mars,
or Dub?
Dell.
It don't matter. We both from New York.
definitely not Dub.
Jersey.
But
Definitely not that. That's tough.
but so Mars, you be talking about analytics and you look at stats, right? And you, I saw y'all made that chart about. You said that Giannis was over like KD, but what I say is when you look at the way they get buckets and like the way the impact, like in the usage rating, you can clearly tell that KD can get buckets anyhow he wants, and they're more impactful than than Jokic and Nikola Jokic, bro. And watch, now that what's his name lost Chris Middleton, he's not gonna be able to like. They're gonna lose to the Bulls, bro. And Nikola is getting exposed right now, and all his stats ain't really they're not nothing, bro. You feel me?
Mars.
I've never said Giannis is a better scorer than KD. So
you said he was a better player, yo.
Yeah, and you spoke about scoring. So I don't know what you want me to
But
do
how though?
Because he does everything else better than Kevin Durant.
I don't. You literally, you told me I was wrong because KD scores better, which is something I've already said and conceded, and I still have Giannis over KD. So if you have beef with me, and then you're gonna attack my argument by using an argument I've already conceded,
Get on Mars.
You're not making any.
But look,
you say what I've said and saying I'm wrong.
You say that he has better defense, but when you look at the system, right? Because when you look at, they all have the same offensive scheme, bro. Coaches only coach defense. When it comes to offense, they only pass to the main player, like the main, they just switch. They only coach defense. When you look at a defensive scheme, Kevin Durant is moving his feet and he's blocking.
Bro, there's no way you're arguing. Bro, you're saying that everybody has the same defensive or offensive scheme. What are you saying right now?
No, I said like when they coach, they only coach defense, bro. When you watch the games and stuff,
bro,
they don't
the dumbest thing I ever heard.
They only give it to the
that
main
is so
players,
dumb.
so
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. They don't coach offense. Is that what you're saying?
Because they only give it to the main players, bro. Like
so you're telling there is no way you can tell me you watch the Lakers and you watch the Bucks and they play offense the same way. You can't tell me that.
No, but bro, you could tell that when they come down, right? For example, let me give you like the Miami game, right? They come down, you give it to Jimmy scores. That's it. They're not like trying to run plays.
Bro, what the
that is the most
that's
the worst thing I've ever heard someone say.
If that's the case, how is Jordan Poole out of nowhere averaging 25 points? Or they just give it to Curry Clay?
Bro, do they not give the ball to Jordan Poole, bro?
They are giving the ball to Jordan Poole.
This is the craziest stuff I've ever. These are the people that have beef.
Isn't there like a usage rating as well?
What are you saying?
I like this guy.
Bro, these are the people that tell me I don't watch basketball.
Wait, yes or no? If Kyle Lowry brings down the ball, right? And
this is terrible.
Jimmy Butler's hot, who do they give the ball to? Are they
so
giving
you're saying when Jimmy Butler is hot, but the schemes offensively from team to team varies. So a lot of times drastically. Saying that everybody
obviously that's obviously no shit. But what I'm saying is when it comes to usage rating of the person who has the ball, Nikola Jokic is gonna have a way higher stats because he has the ball most of the time. But when it comes to like KD, he has to get buckets. Like anyhow, he doesn't need the ball most of the time. So the fact that you can make
he doesn't need the ball in his hands to score. What are you saying?
He scores without touching the ball, apparently.
What are you saying? Exactly. What are you saying? First of all, you don't even know what usage rating is. Usage rating is not because it's not. You don't know what you're talking about. So let's get that out of the way.
Usage rating is not how much you dribble the ball.
Yeah, usage rating is not exactly
about if you take a shot, turn the ball over, or take a
no idea what you're talking about.
Yo,
no idea what you're talking about.
Alex.
What you're talking about is time of possession.
Yo, Alex, I like you, and I see.
All talking at me, yo.
Yeah. You.
Go ahead.
I see. I like you. I see that you don't have a role in Discord. You want to be a disciple right now?
Oh man, that's
you
crazy.
Can have him. You can have him.
Hey, I'm a Dell's, you know.
You okay?
Man, that's crazy. You on Dell's side. That's crazy.
Shaq's not there. Shaq's not there. You don't feel the same. But I love you, JD. You the man for real, bro.
Appreciate you, Alex. Thanks for tapping in, brother.
Dell's side. It makes sense. You
no
on
problem.
Side. That makes sense.
Oh
it makes sense.
All right, let's get.
He said that they all run the same offense.
Those are the people that tell me I don't watch basketball.
That
and that's why I
was
can't take them serious.
Amazing. I love that. ABC, what's good, brother?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, okay. My question's for Dub and Dell. Okay, so imagine you have two players, and they both took 3 shots. All right, and one person takes 3 threes and makes 2 of them, and the other person takes, let's say, 3 layups and makes all 3 of them. In that scenario, who would you say is more efficient?
More efficient? The definition of efficient in my
by
eyes
by your efficiency.
Yeah, by your definition. Yeah, like who do you say is more efficient there?
Oh my god!
Of course, I think this is why I don't like efficiency because.
But you're asking two of the listen. You're asking 2 of the wrong.
No, he's asking
people.
the right
No,
people.
He's asking the right people.
He's asking the people that don't.
Right one.
He's asking the people who don't understand efficiency to explain.
No.
That's not to explain. We know 1 is 100%, and 2 out of 3 is what 60.
So the layup guy is more efficient.
The thing is, so what Mars would argue, and a lot of people. So with EFG,
With
so
Shaq,
effective
Shaq
field goal, they're both 100% because they both took 3 shots and both gave you 6 points.
Right.
So like whenever he's saying like effective field goal, he's basically saying like with that amount of shots, like the amount of points they gave you, it's the same. So even if one missed one, they gave you the 6 points in the same amount of shots.
Yeah, but the difference is, and honestly speaking, it's great to understand that. But I don't care though.
I know you don't.
Yeah, like you know, it's like
that's why I asked you.
It's like
the reason I'm asking is because whenever Mars brings this up, I see that like especially Dub, like he tries to understand it, but like he asked a question about like if Steph shot 5 for 20, and it was like, and it didn't make sense because like it basically is effective. Like
I'm just trying to like.
It's like looking at field goal.
Here's the best way to explain it. Who's producing the most off of the fewer? I mean, that's literally what efficiency means.
How many possessions does it take you to get those points?
Who's producing the most points?
The reason why I don't like the efficiency argument sometimes, let's say like field goal is efficient, because in my mind, let's say if a guy who's majority of the time getting layups and dunks, it's easier for his efficiency to be higher than a lot of other guys. That's why I really don't like leaning on that.
But then the thing is, this thing is making it so it's even. Like so,
when I sit here and judge somebody's effectiveness as a scorer, I look at field goal percentages from this distance. That's all I do.
But that's the same thing for layups and dunks.
That is.
I mean, if you take only layups and dunks, you're still going to have a 70% field goal percentage.
I'm telling him when I'm rating guys as scores, right? The whole efficiency thing, I don't look at that. I sit here and look at.
That's so dumb.
Field goal. How is that dumb? Field goal percentages.
I'm gonna ask it in the most simple.
Because you wait, Mars. You the guy that's sitting here.
No, because field goal percentage is dumb. I'm going to explain to you why it's dumb. Can I explain to you why it's dumb? And
you're not going to tell me that something's dumb, Mars.
Okay. Can I explain to you why I think it is dumb?
Because no. Let me tell you why. Giannis, you sit here and told me that Giannis Antetokounmpo, right, will be a better scorer if Kobe Bryant came into the league. That's what you said. I don't care about that. You want to know why? Because when I measure the field goal from distance, bro, Kobe Bryant and most of those layers is gonna be shooting a higher percentage. He's a more versatile scorer.
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
Why. I don't care about that.
Okay, but can I tell you why I think field goal percentage is dumb? You can disagree afterwards.
From distance? From distance?
Can
say
I just
from
get?
distance.
Can I?
No, say from distance.
Field goal
Explain to me how
percentage in
field goal
general,
for
field
no
goal
from
percentage
from
in dumb
distance.
is
No,
general
from
in general
distance.
is dumb.
Because
What do you mean
that's
from
no,
distance.
no.
Yes, there's
From
field goal percentage
distance.
from
We have to
distance.
Dub,
clarify
you're
that.
agreeing with us, but
Cool,
not
cool.
agreeing with us at the same time.
Can I
because
just
you're
can I
pretty
just
much
get my
agreeing
I
with
just
us.
want to get my
Oh,
point
go ahead,
across.
Mark.
Go ahead.
Just,
Go ahead.
if someone takes 10 shots and someone takes, let's say,
9.
seven layups. Let's say they take
Low
7
said
layups.
9.
7 layups, 3 mid-range, 7 layups, 3 mid-range shots. Cool. Let's say they make 6 of those shots. Okay? We're on the same page. 6 for 10. They have 12 points. Cool.
Okay.
We're on the same page.
Cool.
If someone different player takes 10 shots and they're all threes and they make 5. Yes, we're on the same page. They made 5. They are less efficient by field goal percentage. Yes, 60 to 50. We're on the same page. The person who made 5 threes scored 15 points in those 10 shots. The person who made 6 layups and mid-range shots had 12 points. Which player is more efficient?
Which player is more efficient? The guy who's probably shooting the higher percentages.
So the 60% guy. So the 60% guy, 6 for 10.
To me,
mid-range and layups. Yes.
To me, efficiency. This is all due to definition.
Efficiency, I'm asking you. So the 60% guy is more efficient. I just want you to say.
It would have to. I would rather have the guy who's scoring 15 points. That's what I.
But he was 50%. But he was 50
points guy is the one who shot less.
Yeah, he was less efficient. He was 50%. So which are you taking the 50% or the 60%?
Efficient is right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Higher percentages, correct?
No.
So you're taking So you're taking by your definition of efficiency.
Literally the definition
because a 3 is more than a 2. That's why it's not.
How little it takes you to produce.
Here,
yes,
I'll make it easy for you. There's a difference between percentages and efficiency. Percentages, 60 is obviously higher than 50. Efficiency is different than percentage. Does that make sense?
So you,
bro. I don't like
Dub, you should look at efficiency.
Let me hear. I
don't like looking at.
I can explain it to you. I can explain it to you another
but
way.
efficiency is taking that account. So like, if you should basically look at effective field goal to like determine what you are if you're going to use stats.
Yeah, let me. I can put it to you another way. There's also. People may not like.
Thanks for tapping in, ABC.
Well.
Appreciate you.
True shooting puts it in a way where even free throws are taken into consideration.
I think I understand that one a little bit.
Yeah, which would then also put like even as great as Shaq was, even if you look at their true shooting between Shaq and Kobe, it's not as wide as of a gap as people trying to make it out.
Yeah, Mark showed me that.
But let me. All right, so efficiency. You use efficiency all the time. When you go to the grocery store, the most efficient way to transfer things from your groceries from your car to your house or from the grocery store to the car is putting things in the bags because you can move more groceries in fewer trips. That is more efficient. You're getting more things done on less effort being exported. So you're actually doing more without making as many trips back and forth. That's literally what efficiency means in basketball. You're scoring more points on fewer amount of shots. That's what it means. That's how efficiency works.
So field goal percentage doesn't.
Field goal percentage is just accuracy. How accurate are you from the field? That's all that is. There's some cases where field goal percentage works, such as in the clutch. I need like the most accurate shot in that moment because I need you to actually make these shots. But in terms of like in the totality of a game, if you have a finite amount of
this is why.
Oh, okay, hold on, Dub. So I could understand that. So you guys that's why you guys say the most efficient scorer is the better scorer. Is that why you guys say it?
I mean, I
personally, I do a little bit more complex.
It's not all based on efficiency. It's based on how much. Like Rudy Gobert, for example, I think he leads the league in efficiency, but he's scoring 15 a game. So you have to be scoring at elite levels, like 30 a game, 28, whatever. And then if both of you guys are scoring at similar rates, as in similar,
then you look at efficiency.
Then I'll look at efficiency, and then if that's close, as if like, for example,
KD and Giannis.
If that's close, then I'll look at now how many ways can you score?
Yes.
If you can score from all 3 levels and the efficiency is basically the same as someone who can't, then I'll say you're the better scorer.
You're definitely the better scorer.
But versatility would be my third like level of.
So efficiency, you trying to see how many points they make in like as few as amount of shots as
Yes.
possible.
So how?
Yes.
So KD and Giannis is close in most of those. Or
It's
no?
close in
efficiency,
close in volume, close in
and
efficiency, and KD has versatility. So, which is why I say KD's a better scorer than Giannis.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we got a super chat. This is directed at Mars Dub and myself. This is from Terrell Blackstock. With everyone who usually is on the pod in a game of 21, who's going to win with Dell starting off with -5 points? Dell.
Wait, what's the question?
I'm
against Dell.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm losing.
In a game
Guaranteed.
to 21, Dell is starting with -5.
Who
I'm
comes
like
the close?
7, bro.
Who comes the closest to beating Dell?
Shaq.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
Shaq, but
I'm
everyone
thinking
up here, me,
Yeah.
there's no
JD,
way Mars
JD.
and Dub are even scoring a bet.
If I
Yeah.
score, I'll celebrate like I won.
I might score.
I might
I might.
celebrate
So
if I
me and
score.
Shaq used to have ones in practice, bro, and we do ones with like 1 dribble, 2 dribbles.
Oh yeah. Wait, what do we
3
play?
dribbles.
We doing
21.
unlimited. We're doing 3.
I'll beat Shaq more than he beat me. And then we just started doing this shooting drill that I love. I still do to this day. Like me and him do it together. We used to do it together. Pause in Turkey. It was dope.
Dell, if we
But
play,
yeah.
if we play three dribble, no rebounds, I might put up a couple points.
3 dribbles, what?
3 dribbles, no offensive rebounds. So you just get the basket. Check up top.
Oh, I actually think that would be harder for you to score.
It would be tough for me to score because I can't get very far with it.
I play defense and I could count your dribbles.
Yeah, of course.
So when I count 1, 2, I'm like,
but
you're gonna try to. My reach is gonna be tougher.
But I would stand a better chance of doing that than if we played like
playing defense too as well.
Playing
Right.
where you can grab your own offensive rebound. I never play ones
Right,
like that
right.
anyway. But
yeah, me neither. In practice yesterday, I was cooking this young boy like that. He's like 19. He's like 19.
Dell, are you still good? We want to pull more people in.
We could. I'm literally
you said
free.
Yeah, I thought you had to go 40 minutes ago.
I know you.
But if y'all want to go, we could go. It's basically like I'm
Okay. All right. Well, if
Gotta
you
be
have
out
to go,
there,
you
so-
just tell me.
It's-
I'm gonna pull in Cammy.
Yeah, exactly.
I love this, by the way. This has been like my favorite episode to date. Cammy, what's up, brother?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Can you hear
Did
us?
Mars
Cammy?
say oh?
He said, "Oh no."
Dang, I just damn Mars. I thought it was cool.
What do you got for us,
He's a,
Cammy?
he's a casual.
You're a cash. All right, let me get into it. Wait, we can ask anything, right?
You could ask anything.
This
Yes.
is Cammy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what's good, bro?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cammy.
Okay, who's your top 5 point guards this season?
Oh my God, he just wants to gloat
Everybody?
about Trae Young.
No. I just want to know the top 5 point guards.
No, I mean you asking everybody, or you asking?
Yeah, I'm asking everybody.
Oh, okay. Ooh, if you just want to know about Trae Young, he's like second or third.
He's at 6th.
He's at what?
He's at 6th.
He had 6.
Oh, yeah, I didn't have this
Shut up,
conversation.
Mars.
Oh, he
Shut up,
had
Mars.
8. He had 8. You had 8 before.
Low, 2
Yeah,
weeks ago, he had him
I'm
at
not-
8.
I'm not
He
with
had him
Darius.
at
I'm
8?
Behind Darius
I'm not.
Garland.
Yeah, I'm not with Darius Garland.
Darius Garland. No.
No, but Darius is not bad though. But yeah, he had.
No,
him
but
at
Trae
8.
Young is just better than Darius
Yeah,
Garland.
Trae Young is better.
I
for
mean,
sure.
oh yeah, well Dame's been hurt, so I guess you can maybe put him in 5th.
Dame wasn't
Oh,
even
I
in your
didn't
list
hear this.
though.
I didn't hear this list. I didn't hear this
Dame
list.
was in
Dame
his
is-
list.
It was?
It was
What's the
Steph, Luka, Dame, Kyrie, CP, Ja, 6 over Trae, and then I had Garland,
Disgusting.
but I walked back Garland.
John
So he
Morant
can
is not. John Morant's not better than Trae, bro. Okay.
Thank you very much. I said
Yes,
that.
he is,
I
Lo.
said that.
Yeah, I'm
mine
never getting on the
mine would be Steph, Luka, then Trae.
No Dame. Healthy Dame.
Well, I know I wasn't. He said this year.
That's
then
why I
Dame.
took Dame.
Okay.
Yeah, see.
Okay.
So Steph, Luka, then Trae.
CP.
Who
is CP in there?
No, he's not in there.
Come on.
I'll go Ja, and I'll go CP.
I'll
Garland
Where's
is like
Kyrie?
6.
Where's Kyrie?
He's in Brooklyn.
Wait, where's Kyrie on your list?
Kyrie's better than Chris Paul.
If you want to put him over Chris Paul, fine, but he's not better than Trae Young. But Trae Young is nasty, dog. Trae is nasty.
Kyrie's a better player than
one
Trae
for
Young
12.
as well.
I agree.
I think Kyrie's better.
Yeah, those 10 turnovers were crazy.
I'll give Steph, Luka.
You're nasty, Mars.
I know.
Those
This is the
10
nastiest
Mars
person
is
ever.
nasty.
Steph, Luka. My
No, you
bad.
got it.
Go
You
ahead,
got it. You
Jeff.
got it.
Steph, Luka, Dame, Kyrie, Trae.
All right, Cammy.
So you have him fifth.
What is your
He has him at 4th. Stop.
what is your top
Dame,
5?
Kyrie, Trae.
Let's hear it.
Dame is not. Dame is not. Bro, Mars is crazy.
Yes, we want to hear your. I want to hear your list.
I'm going. It's this season though, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's trying to put Trae. He's trying to put Trae at 1.
Trae, Steph,
Whoa.
Ja.
See, this is what I mean.
Well,
then,
he said this season though for his own.
I don't
context,
care
though.
any season.
Yeah.
It's
There's no season where Trae is better than Steph.
Not as bad as I thought.
I
it was
already
gonna be.
debunked
This is why Trae is 7.
You can't do that. You're it's emotional take because people think Trae Young played better than Steph Curry this season.
But he didn't.
Who was your 5th, Cammy?
Did I say Ja?
Well, you're about
not.
He really
You're
don't care.
about to.
He really don't
He
care.
doesn't.
He said
He just wanted to put
He's
Trae
gonna put Trae over Steph. That's all.
Yeah, thank you for tapping in, Cammy. Oh my god.
Vote for me for mod.
Yep.
No.
Oh
Thanks,
my
ass.
God.
Y'all crazy here, bro.
Oh my god. All right, let's see. Let's get. I seen him
Man,
for a
that's
while.
a nasty take, bro. Trae over Steph
23.
is crazy.
MJ Braun. What's up? 2-3.
I mean, that's it.
He's still. He bounced. Okay. Let's get Josh in here. Oh my god. Josh, can you hear us? Yo. And 3, 2, 1. Okay. Enep.
I can do 15 more minutes and I gotta go.
Yep.
I forgot I gotta know something else.
You're good. T-Nep, what's good, bro?
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so my question is, when it comes to like the GOAT conversation and we start talking about eras and everything, why doesn't LeBron James get more credit for playing in like his longevity and the different amount of eras he played in against the dynasties and everything?
I think I can answer. I think Braun gets a lot of credit. I don't think anybody on this. Well, Mars discredit Braun this season, but before that, I don't think anyone discredit Braun what he's done through the times and the longevity and all this stuff. I think are you a Braun fan?
I am. I think he's the greatest player of all time.
Oh, okay, yeah, but because these questions only come from like Braun fans, so it's like I think Braun gets a lot of credit. He's everyone's top 2 unanimously. Some have him 1, so I don't know how much more credit. You can't put him 0, so.
Seen a couple lists lately since I've been in the Discord where he's not even top 5.
Braun?
I've never seen
crazy.
I've never
That's
seen an
nasty.
NBA thing where LeBron's not top 5,
That's
except
crazy.
his greatest haters, Skip
Our
Bayless.
Discord's a
Other than
mess.
that, I've never seen one.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
I think what people get caught up in when we talk about MJ and LeBron is our reasonings as a way of discrediting. And it's like when we're comparing these two, we have to dissect why we're picking that one over the other. It's not discrediting him. It's just sometimes these are the reasons, and that trumps whatever you have felt for LeBron for us. You feel me? But
And
it
for
has,
Braun, go
it has
ahead.
nothing to do. It has nothing to do with discrediting LeBron and what he's done. He's top 2, top 3.
Yeah, and the thing and for Braun, his longevity, like the NBA grew, medicine grew, technology grew. It's more simple and easier for you to test the battle of times and what's the word they call Father Time nowadays than it is when Mike played. And those players back then, Mike probably had like what, other than when he got hurt his second year in the league, he got like what 82 games. Like
he played
other than
a
when
lot.
other than when he went to vacation to play baseball, they're playing most of the games. We didn't hear time about what's the resting they call times? What is it called? Load management. And at the end of the season, the last 4 or 5 games, if you solidify your spot, people are resting. Like back then, you know how Luka got hurt? Everybody was like, why was he even playing? Back then, them players was still playing. Them questions wasn't being asked. And medicine now is totally different in terms of helping and keeping your body healthy as well, though. So that also, and Braun pays and works for that too. So I hope Bron play another 2-3 more years, to be honest. I wouldn't. It's better for the league.
Appreciate you tapping in, T-Nep.
No problem. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Let's get Josh. I think I tried to. Oh, wait. It might be the one that I already tried getting in here. Josh, can you hear us? It was the other one I wanted to bring. This Josh. Yo.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
Nothing much. This question's for all of you. Superstar or I guess like star player could you see being moved this offseason most likely?
Good question.
Good question. Damn.
You said which superstar?
Yeah. Low, thanks, Low. That's
just like all-star caliber, I guess. That's
Low, thanks. Low said it. Low, thanks.
D-Mitch. I mean, that team, I mean, if they can't, and I said this last year as well. Last year was a season where, like, if you couldn't be formidable last year, it's very, very telling. And I think that's the reason why Portland looked as like they needed to restructure a lot of things. And here we are with the Jazz, and like, bro, if you can't win in a year where the Lakers didn't make the playoffs, Clippers didn't make the playoffs, Denver is not 100% healthy, really missing two of their best three players, and potentially Devin Booker's going to be out as well. Like, bro, if you can't compete.
And Luka's out.
And Luka's out, and you can't even compete with them, bro. There's like, at that point, you just need to blow it up. And I think that because how much Rudy Gobert is getting paid, it's going to be harder to move him. So I would
and
say
Donovan's gonna call to get out. I think Donovan it's weird. I think Donovan won, and Julius Randle is the next, and I think Donovan is gonna end up with New York.
He wants to play with Julius Randle.
No, but I think he'll end up in New York.
I think he will.
So,
and
I think Donovan. I think Julius want out.
I want him to go there.
I was gonna say.
All right, Mars. All right.
I was gonna say that too, as far as like an all-star caliber player getting moved. Donovan Mitchell was one for me, and Randall was two for me.
Yo, Mars is nasty. Yo, why are you wanting his career to be sabotaged? That's crazy.
Yeah, if he wants to go to New York, I wish him the best.
No, that's tough.
You don't wish him the best. You know what's gonna happen over there.
Josh, thank you for the question, brother.
I know what's gonna happen. I mean,
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. Oh
you're
my
evil.
God! All right,
You're
this
like
guy's
a
been
little.
sitting in
You're
here
an
for a
evil
minute.
brick.
Nah, he wants to go to New York.
What's the next one? We got two more for me, and I'm out of here.
All right, Silent. Can you hear me, bro? Yo. His mic's not working. All right, let's get, because I like this name. Let's get Luke. Oh wait, sorry, Dame. My bad.
Oh.
Dame, what's up, buddy? Actually, before Dame asks this question, because we just got a super chat from Brandon Irvin. What is the worst organization in the NBA and why?
The Kings.
We did this.
The Kings.
We did this in a player's court.
The Kings.
Yeah,
the Kings.
I feel like I won a player's court with this when I picked the Knicks.
Why is it the Kings, Mars?
Because they don't know how to do anything at a competent level.
I mean, he's not wrong.
And they have made the playoffs, and it's going on 2 decades.
Damn near my whole life. They ain't been in the playoffs.
That's crazy.
That's true.
Thank you, Brennan.
Very true.
Dame, what's up, man?
Yo, what's good?
What do you got for us?
I wanted to ask, now that I got in the right room, I wanted to ask, which do you think is more valuable for a team to win? A defensive player on an offensive team or an offensive player on a defensive team?
I feel like that's easy.
Offensive player on a defensive team.
I agree.
Is the defensive players are big, I'm going with the defensive player.
No.
I think it's the easiest question we had.
I think it's
for sure
the
offensive player.
Because you could make up.
I watched AI on the 2001 Sixers, and they never won.
You also
are you watching Rudy Gobert? Wait, that's a one-off. Are you watching Rudy Gobert right now? Oh,
yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
And they can't even get past the.
No, but that's Donovan Mitchell's just a liability.
No, it's not.
No.
It's the same thing you just said.
Donovan.
You're hating.
This is what you do.
So glad that's the route it went down, because that's exactly where I wanted it to go.
Yeah, Donovan.
Because Rudy's the only defender on his team, and they're not doing anything.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't think you win that way, regardless, either way. But offense,
yeah, no, either way, no.
Offensive player on a
offense.
defensive team would be. I just wanted
Right.
to.
Obviously, you need balance.
When you guys say the of course, but we just view things differently. And Donovan,
I didn't believe that. I just wanted to be.
No, because Donovan, not for nothing, Donovan like it's weird. It's like this how I like pushing of him for sure getting out because he can play defense differently. So it's the weirdest thing when I'm telling. I'm being very, very, very honest. Like he's a defender. Like
I thought I was tripping when I was saying that. Bro. I'm not even gonna hold you.
No.
When he plays, when you play with Donovan, then the NBA version of him isn't doing well.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about I've seen Donovan in college level and in the NBA lock up when he has to lock up.
He has to right now. He's not.
He doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to be there.
He doesn't want to. That's crazy.
So he hasn't wanted to for how he hasn't wanted to for many years.
He's sabotaging it?
Not a sabotage, but I think I can't talk about the Jazz. Y'all not.
Yeah, we know. Thank you, Dave.
I can't talk about Utah.
See if Rated R is back. Please be back. Rated R. You're not, are you?
It's the last one, right?
GG's in the chat. Yeah, we're gonna do one more. Let's bring in Luca because he's got a great name.
Amazing name.
Luca, what's up, man?
Yo. Y'all been? Just real. You feel me? What's y'all's Western Conference Finals matchup that y'all gonna predict? You feel me?
Good question.
It's starting to shake up a little bit.
Warriors, Mavs. Boston, Miami, Warriors, Mavs.
Warriors, Mavs, tough.
I think the Mavs might make the finals now too.
Finals?
No, sorry.
I had Mavs in the conference finals.
Conference finals low.
Who would the Mavs play in the second round?
I'm looking right now.
Okay. Well, Warriors Mavs is not that bad, barring injuries. But on the East, I got Brooklyn and
of course.
Oh yeah, I'm not, come on, low.
The other side will be Philly, Miami will be the other matchup on the
Brooklyn, Miami. I got Brooklyn, Miami.
And then Brooklyn going to the finals.
Yeah,
and Brooklyn winning it all, of course.
Until Brooklyn are eliminated, they're winning.
Yeah, you saw my post on the Instagram. Yeah. And if they lose on Saturday, I got Brooklyn in 7. And then when they get out the playoffs, I got Brooklyn the favorite next year just because I feel like
because it's Kevin Durant.
No, I just feel they'll have the better team.
Yeah.
One day Kevin Durant will be pissed enough that he can win.
It
just has to keep losing.
I got Dallas
to that level.
Dallas, Golden State.
No,
and I'm gonna take the Sixers.
But why y'all could do y'all little they down 2-0 and say, oh, the series over. And
no, I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over because Boston did what they had to do. They took care of home court.
Yeah, they did the home court advantage.
If Boston split with Brooklyn, then I'm saying
I said 7 games.
No, you did say 7 games. But you guys are calling me nasty for still believing
Boston in 5 is okay. Mars is crazy. Mars
no, they're calling you crazy.
I said Boston in 5. That's still nasty. It don't matter if you did it before or after. It's nasty.
I mean, it's looking like it could happen, right?
It's 2 games. Come on, dog.
A lot of stuff looking like it happened.
I said
the Jazz could wake up and win the rest of the season.
No, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, the Jazz are finished. The Jazz are finished.
To answer the question, Warriors. I hope it's the Suns. Warriors and Suns, because that'd be tough if they go out like that. And then I'm gonna go.
I hope it's Dallas.
I'm gonna go Philly and what you call it?
Bucks.
Philly and Bucks. Yeah, I'm still gonna stick with the
Bucks. The Bucks made the conference finals with no Chris.
No Chris. I think they can do it.
Before I leave, I want to say, Jason Kidd.
Great coach.
Jason Kidd.
Thank God.
And Jason Kidd.
I was nervous. Dub, did you give your final?
I was wrong about it.
Conference final?
Yeah, I agree with Low besides
Miami, of course.
Yeah,
Miami gonna make it.
Luca, thanks for tapping in, bro.
So what's it?
What else? It's Miami or Brooklyn. Miami or Brooklyn.
Oh, Miami.
Oh, so you still think Brooklyn are winning? You still think Brooklyn are?
Of course.
Whoever wins.
You never seen KD mad yet? Come on.
Listen, whoever wins game 4 is gonna win the series.
KD's gonna have a temper.
I actually hope you guys are right, because if you guys are wrong,
KD's gonna have a temper tantrum.
But this is the thing. If we're wrong, we're just wrong. Like that doesn't change my view on any of these players. You know what I'm saying?
He can still put the ball between his legs.
No, because
it's about the confidence. It's about the confidence in
he can still put the ball between his legs. Come on, he can dribble between as he pull up, man. Come on,
oh my God! All right,
but
Just wait until Jordan Poole. Just wait till Jordan Poole becomes top 10, bro. Come on, you already know.
Right. No, that's how you going. Think about it this way: if Giannis loses the next 3 games, I don't view Giannis anyway because he loses the next 3 games. It works for everyone else.
It depends on what happens.
No, it don't matter what happens.
No, yeah, it does depend on what happens.
To me, if I see Chicago with a scheme that, like 2019, that literally nullifies Giannis, I'm gonna have to look at him differently because I thought.
Why are you gonna look at him differently if they came up with a scheme to stop him?
Because he couldn't come up with a counter. Because he can't counter because he didn't counter.
When Giannis struggles against Miami, I don't look at Giannis differently.
Because
I look at Miami, he has a very good scheme to stop him. That's the way I look at it.
No,
Giannis is still the same.
Well, that too, but he also needs to find counters to like. You know
how? That's not his game. But you know what?
But that's the problem. That's the problem, though. That's
all right,
gotta go
Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
If it's 2-2, the next 4. If Brooklyn win the next 4, I just want to hear what y'all say. Because if they lose the next 2, I'm gonna be saying the exact same thing I'm saying.
We'll get we'll get Low back when the series is over, whenever he can make it, so we can we can rediscuss it.
I'll show up. I'll hide. I'll show up.
Nah, you don't hide. We don't hide. Why would we hide?
Yeah, no, I'm saying I don't hide. I'll be back. I'll be back. Don't worry.
Love, fellas.
Yo, thank you guys for tapping in, man. That was an amazing show. We appreciate all of you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and we will see you on Sunday. And I think Shaq will be back. So